your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Welcome back to the PMCO, the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split Wildcard Semifinals. My name is Win, along with AJ will be your caster for the day, and thanks to our title sponsor Vivo. And if you're ready to beat out everybody else on the battleground, it's time for seamless and uninterrupted gaming with the Vivo V15 Pro. And if you do like the stream, make sure that you like, subscribe, and click on the notification button as well, because there will not just be one, there will be 6 other leagues that we play right here on this very stream.
And also, if you want to play the game, simply go on Google Play or App Store, download the game, and you're just good to go. And you may
be the one. Yeah, we said it together. So thanks again for joining us. Today will be Group E and Group G playing against each other. We saw Group E and F yesterday. Unfortunately, Group F has dominated the top of the rankings. There are 4 teams that are on top there from Group F. Today is a little bit of a respite for Group E, although they will be playing, but I think they'll have a little bit of more of a fun time going against Group G here.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit upper hand, and here we have the competition system. We already are out of our group stages. We're into semifinals with 8 of the teams were eliminated, and 8 more are going to be eliminated.
Yep, and this is a point system that has been introduced this split. 20 points for the winner chicken dinner, 14 points for the second place, third place will get 10 points, 8th place gets 4th place gets 8, 5th to 9 will get 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then when you reach to the 11th to the 16th, you get 1 point each, and each kill will still get you 1 point.
Of course, here we have the Group E, which already played 1 match, and Group G is going to play for their first time. Let's look ahead. Let's have a look about Group G. We have Justice, which was the 3rd team, finishing with 156 points in total. Yep. Not bad, not bad. One of the third party. They like to third party a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams inside G here. As you said, Justice is one of the teams that we have to look out for. Way to Champion played it a little bit better towards the later stages of the group stages. We have WatchMyGP, a little bit quiet, but starting to rack things up. But here we go, Group A and Group G. We'll be playing it off in Erangel for our first map of the semifinals, day number 2.
Alright, day number 2. Let's see how they are going to play this match, and if they are going to give us some surprise.
Yeah, hopefully a couple of teams will have a hot drop, and then we will see some action here coming in from the wildcard semifinals, because we do like to see a lot of action very early on here.
Yep. We have some trains dropping in. Oh, not the best route you can ever have. That's not the even slip. A lot of teams are going to be leaving the airplane early on in the stages, and we may see a lot of early on engagements because the route is not a friendly route.
Not friendly at all. It's kind of towards the side of the North military base, and the rest of them can't really reach towards ruins and hospital. Especially Georgiapol, where a lot of these wildcard teams really like to go, because we've seen it very congested very early on.
I totally agree on that, and looks like it's a bit crowded and nobody's actually going to the military base, and we have the circle just spawning on the eastern side of the circle. Not the best circle and not the best road. We are going to be watching a lot of dirty fights and ugly endings.
Look at this, Nova already sees RS here coming in very, very fast, and RS Royal Squad's like, okay, we're coming in, but Nova's like, okay, we're leaving already, so what are you doing here? Because we already looted the place. So Nova has found themselves another compound. They should be good to go and loot again, but as you said, again, the circle's towards the southeastern side of the map, and there's at least
got the first
10 teams.
knockdown.
So, okay, sorry about that. There's at least 10 teams around there, and you are correct with DDS dropping a player very, very early on here.
Alright, they like Justice after a good start already ended up with 2 kills under their name yet, but let's see if they can keep it up.
And there's more kills coming in. PQ's already lost kill stealer as well. So very early on, these teams are starting to kind of stumble across each other and starting to fight as soon as they drop, because again, these are the type of things that happen, because this is the first time both of these groups are playing against each other. So sometimes you kind of overlap your drops against one another, and then you kind of have to fight it off. And whoever gets the gun first is king of the territory for at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, of course, because this, due to the reason of the circle and the route we are having, a lot of teams have no choice to just drop in the similar places or drop in those hot zones, because you are not going to be able to spirit it out. You are not going to be able to go to the places that you are familiar with. So we're gonna see a lot of early on elimination or takedowns, like we are just seeing. Like normally we see our first kills coming around 6 or 7 minutes in Wildcard, but today 2 minutes, that's a new record.
Yeah, that's a new record indeed. First time we see a double kill as well, coming in very early on from one of these teams. So at least Justice here with the double kill. So very early on, they're starting to fight. And again, it's not that they want to fight, but now TMG might be in trouble here. Xiao Tian spots him out, but does not want to take the kill, does not want to expose himself just yet, and he will be able to run away from that fight. Xiao Tian was very, very patient there, just waiting for him to expose himself a little bit more, but not taking the fight.
Yeah, great trigger control right there, and Xiao Tian, he got a lot of information. There he goes, Xiao Tian. Great timing and great trigger control wins you a good shot and a good knockdown. And let's see if RG can contain this sort of attackment.
Yeah, so hopefully they can capitalize on this knock. But it looks like they can't really get towards TMG just yet. They're waiting for a couple of more of them to kind of group out. As you can see, the minimap here, they kind of spread apart a little bit. But as soon as they group out, they will be able to fight this out. As you can see, TMG is right behind the trailer, and the rest of them are kind of exposed out in the open. Xuan is on the 3rd floor. He has a vantage point over them. Xiao Tian is actually watching from behind to make sure that nobody flanks around or they get pushed in from the other side.
Yeah, about RG right now, they have already played day, and they ended up on basically 17th point, which is not where you want to be. So for these teams, this is going to be their second map. I guess sprayed down a little.
Yep, sprayed down a little there, but would not do that much. But back towards Monster. Monster up on top. Justice Clue has been dropped here. It looks like 2 players have already been dropped on the side of Justice here, in a lot of trouble, as RG looks pretty good at the start of this game. They will be able to pick up TMG. At the same time, CM's getting shot very, very low. Monster just raining him down. Can he get this kill though? It looks like they're going to try and get another kill from the sides. TMG is still very low as well, so Justice in a lot of trouble in this fight.
Yeah, and here we go for another spray. Someone is gonna be spotted, but wasn't able to land any chance. The best thing for Justice actually is to take it back, try to fight later on, because the circle has already closed, and you don't want to be the last team going into the circle in these circumstances. And
exactly that, because you don't want RG to kind of keep them as well, because that might happen, because RG has the vantage point. They have the opportunity to get into the circle first, because both of the players from Justice is very, very low or has been shot as well. As you can see from the screen right there.
Oh, someone's gonna be passed. That was close. Xiao Tian, why didn't you share?
Again, as you said, maybe trigger control, maybe he's just like, you know what, I'm going to let you run for the meantime, give ourselves some space to kind of play around Justice players. But Clue has already exposed where Tian is. He should be telling his teammates, right, you know what, he's at the stop house. We can just engage him very, very fast and then just take him down and then just get ourselves into the circle, because that's a doable thing as well.
Yep, I totally agree on that. And we have under Monster. Monster actually being the main member who likes to be on the long range side. He's pretty good on the long range, but not so good in close quarter battles.
That's one of the things we can look out for, I think, with Monster just shooting it very, very far. Because a lot of these teams, they have a few variations.
Yes.
We have a scouter in the team. Sometimes we have some snipers. We have somebody who sieges the houses very, very fast. Somebody who pushes up front. Somebody who's the backup to it, the second one. Kind of like the first guy is the rifler, and then the support player who's the second or the third position. And as I say that, it looks like RG has already gotten themselves into a vehicle. They should just skedaddle out of here, and they will be able to do so again, because they're just weakening Justice a little bit. But right now it looks like 404 pretty safe.
Yeah, I will call RG making a great call right there. If you know it's gonna take a long time, just try to get out there. Good play, because again, this is the second day they're playing, and after this they only are going to get, I think, 1 more day in total. So means they will have another 4 maps on the last day, and they didn't play pretty well on the first day. So if they want to make it to that 17 point, 70 point or the 80 point qualified line that we normally have on this tournament, or due to my calculation if I'm not wrong, they need to be stepping their game up, or else they are going home pretty early. Not early, but yeah, they are going home empty-handed.
Yeah, hopefully so, because RG Monster starting to play a little bit better right now. And now Williams just getting shot, getting peppered with bullets, but he will be able to get back out of danger zone and should be able to just escape from this fight. As you can see though, there's a couple of teams that are, at least one team that is very, very near S7 here in this situation. So S7 just playing it passive, playing it safer, and just trying to hide themselves off, as it's JUPLAY very close towards the side of S7 here. But it looks like S7 does not want to engage, JUPLAY doesn't want to engage as well.
Yeah, around about S7. S7 surely doesn't want to engage because they also are having their second day of the match, so they ended up last on the first day. Yeah, if you want to fight early on, you're taking a huge risk. At Bliss, I think they are going to try to get a little bit of placement points, so they are going to be playing as passive as they can.
Yeah, hopefully UPlay can increase it, because we know that UPlay is one of the teams that is very good. In the group stages, they got themselves a chicken dinner.
Yes.
They played fantastic. They stayed into the middle stages or the middle of the leaderboard.
Look
so
at
that's
that.
something very, very smart from Fui to try and take down the tires from the players from S7 to kind of stop them from rotating around the circle. So with that, I think they kind of can continue this. But look at this. The circle is right smack in the middle of everything. A lot of it is in water. They kind of have to pass. But right now, Hugh has been shot by William here. In this situation, look at S7 has the advantage, but they're a little bit too far for them to kind of convene or to kind of commit to this fight. Surfers playing it a little bit further in front. I'm hoping that they will commit to this fight or kind of siege the houses, because we want to see a lot of action very early on, right?
I totally agree on that. Right now, S7, I think they are going to keep trying to hold their position. Again, if you play it too passively, you're going to get flanked left and right. You need to find the perfect balance to have a little bit offense, have a little bit defense, both of them, and try to make the play. And here we have WG trying to spray down Kenny, which is from 404, and 404 hasn't had a good day yet.
Yeah, hopefully today is their day. A lot of these teams just finding it in the second day, so hopefully they increase their gameplay or at least improve, because they don't have a lot of time to do it. Because again, we are in the second stage of the competition. We are already in the top 24. We are already in the semi-finals. So 8 of these teams will be eliminated at this very point. But in from behind, it looks like another team coming in as well. It looks like RG suddenly spots out the player from WMG, and they might be losing this fight here as the drop like flies very, very fast. 2 more players still alive here, but they have been spotted out. This is very good for the side of WMG. It looks like they might be able to take this fight. RGOP will be able to heal himself back up, will be able to take painkillers as well. The rest of WMG looks like they're getting into the car as well. Looks like they want the 6. He saw they want to save Cocktail as well. And 2 players from the RG squad already fallen down. But this might be a mistake, because Bragg has taken down, making it a 2v2 situation. Now they have to push this. They have to take this fight. And look at that.
Nice.
P with the finish. Will be able to take down 1, maybe 2 as well, as they surge forward. Cocktail sit in front of the staircase. So if he takes him down, they will be getting 2 kills here. And RG still left with 4 players. No confirmed kills just yet. And they should be able to pick out their teammates right now.
All right, OP being a little bit OP right there. I think someone's going to die pretty soon. And yes, he does get taken down. And someone's getting third-partied from behind. Noah actually coming from behind and third-partying RG right there. But we didn't see anything special. But we can see the smoke do pot off.
Yep, they're coming in very, very slowly here. Can they push in? Look at Godless along on towards the side of the window. P gets shot here. P gets dropped. What a shot by Godless with that Mini 14. Nicely done. Now that's something that they can commit towards. If they want to take this fight, they can just commit, search in, and just try to take this fight. But Delay is fighting along with 404 area right now. They're quite close towards each other. 404 still 2-man strong, but
alright,
they will be shot upon as Go gets sprayed upon. Delay getting the shot, and John Wick saving him down as well.
Nice.
So nicely done from them so far. Looks like John Wick will be able to save the day.
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick saving the day as he should be.
Yeah, John Wick, normally you killed my dog. You killed my dog, and like, surprise, I got 3 men down, but I was able to bring it back from hell.
The RG Monster finally pushes in. They have the man advantage, but they're getting sprayed from very, very fast by LoveSS. LoveSS with a double kill so far. 2 men down for the side of RG. They're in a lot of trouble
right
here.
now.
1v1 as SS still alive. They're going in for the spray down, and RG gets dropped. Oh my lord, RG, that was not the fight that you should have taken. Although WMG lost 2 players there, but RG lost way more in that situation.
Yeah, RG kind of had to go for the push because Nova Esports was giving them a little bit of pressure. So I would say a great call from RG right there, but they had no choice but to go down because they couldn't duel it out.
It looks like Way to Champion also finding a little bit of action here. But it looks like they're convening back towards the car. They should be able to just skedaddle out of here. Again, the point is not to die that early on, just like RG did. And RGStar has a lot to be desired in terms of their gameplay here, because we have seen them improve a little bit towards the later stages of the group stages. But right now in the semi-finals, it looks like they're finding a lot of trouble to kind of... Okay, never mind. Hold that thought as Nova sees the players from RS coming in. But they're very, very quick here. Xiaoji will be able to just spray them out a little bit, but they will be able to hide in the Harry Potter tower.
Right, and Xiaozhi actually having a pretty good position, and not even Xiaozhi, Nova Esports actually controlling the hill is going to bring them a lot of advantage, and one of their playing also staying a little bit behind, so make sure no one can backstep them. So great actually gameplay and tactics coming from Nova Esports. Definitely you can see the difference between a better team right here.
Yeah, exactly that, because Nova Esports is one of the better teams here. As you just said, they are fantastic in their gameplay. They place first in the group stages as well. So they are up there with the best. And although that being said, they might be finding a lot of trouble here going against a lot of these teams, because again, this is the first time they'll be meeting each other. This is Group E and Group G as well, because we have shuffled the teams along the seeding as well to make sure that some of these teams are spread apart a little bit more, especially Justice and Nova Esports.
Yeah, Justice. So from every group, you're gonna get one of the top playing teams from the group stages, which is going to be Nova Esports, Unicorn Gaming, and Justice being the top 3, which are going to be the C team. And you are seeing right now Nova Esports and Justice playing against each other.
And Nova Monster straight away just flying out with those cars, trying to escape this fight. As you can see, Madi is very low now. He will be able to heal it himself back up. He's just hiding in the car for the meantime, and Locker's passing through as well. The rest of them are getting shot. Madi now has to hide behind the car. He's getting shot, still getting peppered by Hui. It leaves him in a very peculiar situation, but Kai should be able to pick him up. But no, they're getting into the cars. They're making sure that they have the bunker towards the later stages of the game.
Yep, we have Hui here trying to spray down other teams, and yep, NVM trying to make it out of there.
Yeah, Nova Monster just trying to play it along. Hopefully they will be able to survive this fight, because they are getting peppered as well. They've already lost Shiran here, and there are 2 left inside cars that are on fire. But Justice found themselves against MR. MR just spraying them down very, very fast. But Justice looks like they will be able to survive for the meantime. They already lost only 1 player in terms of CM. But look at Sozi, 2 players still alive.
Maybe he's gonna
flying out. Second grenade comes flying out from Justice, but it will not be able to connect as well. Looks like MR will be able to survive for the meantime, but Marauders in a lot of trouble here. They're getting sprayed down. They're getting peppered as well. 2 players outside. Abokin is inside the house. They can switch this house as well, and Sozi is in a very bad position right now.
Yeah, he's in the worst position you can get. He can easily get naded at the pound. He can get flanked at the pound. Not the best position if you want to be there, but Abokin here flanking around and going for that flank play, but Justice is already out of it. But they're getting sprayed down, and one of their teammates go down. Abokin actually is pretty low, and I think he's gonna be able to pick it up, but no, he gets finished up by Souls right there.
Nicely done by MR. Marauders with a double team, but it looks like JUPLAY is in a lot of trouble as well, because GoodBoys suddenly just appeared here from the side. But Riz is out in the open. I don't know, not too sure what he's doing there. He will be taken out, knocked on his feet. The rest of them are just skedaddling, trying to reconvene with each other, trying to regroup here, but they have dropped another player. Lewis Casper's on the floor. Shaq is there to provide support. The net comes flying out, will not be able to connect, but the rest of them are still inside this factory for the meantime. JUPLAY has everybody picked up as well, so JUPLAY has the advantage going into this fight.
Are they going to commit? That's the question. If they are going to commit, I don't know if they know how many players are left from GoodBoy, but if they know, I think they are going to definitely need to commit to that position because it's a good position. It's on the borderline of the group, and they are committing, going in. That's one, that's two, and that was it for GoodBoy.
But straight away, they're left with two. There's nothing else that they can do. They try to defend themselves, but again, they're stuck inside the factory. It's out in the open. There's two entrances to come into the site as well, so it means that there's not really a lot of places for them to kind of rush out or kind of just be more passive or be more defensive there, because they will be found either way that they appear. But 404 has spotted out JUPLAY here. They might be able to take a couple of pop shots in as they spot out Ben as well.
Yeah, 4-4 actually starting to play a little bit better, I guess, because they weren't playing too good yesterday, but today they are in the better position. They are in the circle. They are preparing. They are fighting. They are calculating the risks, and I think we're gonna see more good gameplays from actually 4-4 today.
Yep, hopefully 404 will again improve themselves in the last couple of days. They have been looking a little bit better here, but again, this is now the top 24, and the top 24 is a beast to fight against because all of them are in it to win it, and they all are playing towards their best. What's the word again? Their best
Status, best.
Let's go through the words. The best. Okay, never mind.
Best gameplay.
No, that's another word. I can't remember it.
It's okay.
Best capabilities. All right.
Yeah, all right.
So just to play with the best capabilities, 404 has been increasing in their gameplay. They've been playing a little bit better, but hopefully this time around they will not be caught up too fast. But look at the circle. This bloody circle is on towards the eastern side of the map, and the rest of them have to convene. Look at that. Justice is out, MR is out, Marauders is out as well. The rest of them, at least 7 teams, are towards the western side of the circle, and they have to shift back.
Alright, Nova actually are looking pretty good. 4-man squad right there, and already on the side of borders, controlling their actual territory. The thing about we can learn from Nova, and everybody should learn from Nova, they move as a team, that's the first thing, but when they are moving, they never let go of their line of defense. It's like a bunker moving, not like people moving. They have their own system. They know how to secure their positions, and they know how to deal with terrain, and that's what we need to learn.
Yeah, Picky on himself with fighting against Way to Champion, and Way to Champion is trying to run away from this. As you can see, Bespin is right now eating blood, or puking blood rather, but he will be able to throw a couple of pops to get Way to Champion. Yeah, there's no way that he's going to get inside there because there's W2C or Way to Champion is gatekeeping in front of him, and there's no way for Bespin to kind of push in, and he will bleed to death. Yeah, it was very close, but he will bleed to death, and they will be leaving it at 13th place.
Nova Gaming right here already lost Bisha, but other team players are catching up, and S7 contacting onto Nova. Nova not looking too good because getting sandwiched from behind and in front of William. They're getting dropped down. One of Scorpion also getting dropped down. William is gonna leave, but I think Scorpion is going to be able to pick it up, and let's see how Nova is going to play.
Nova is 3-man strong. They're all hiding inside the grass right now for the meantime. Surfer has popped himself back up a little bit so that they know where he's at, but they can't really take the shot. As you can see, Bandit's right behind. Xiaoxi is right there behind the trees as well. Guanma is there as well, so it means that S7 kind of have to push forward. But this is whether this is... Oh, that nade though. There's a lot of damage against Surfer. Can they commit to this fight? Can they push in? Can they take Surfer down? Surfer's inside the smoke. Scorpion's right above them, so it means that Scorpion does have the vantage point. They're going to throw a couple of smokes or a couple of nades towards that area. Then nades comes flying out. It should be able to get it's a little bit of damage there, but no, it doesn't do anything. It looks like Scorpion will be able to survive that fight for the meantime. The rest of them are already reconvening together. Nova's going in very, very hard. They're going in for the punish. They will be able to get Surfer down very, very fast though. Now, can they commit to the other 3 players who are still alive here? Scorpion's right behind the cars. They should be able to look for him, but look at Erangel. He's bleeding the blue. He's eating the blue, and he's bleeding very, very fast. Nova Nova should be dropped very soon. Surfer is bleeding as well. He tries to come in, but Ursa's been dropped because of the blue. Vortex gets taken out as well in another fight. As Scorpion's left all alone here. Bandits pushing through as well. There's 3 men strong for Nova squad. If they blow up that card, they will be able to take down Scorpion as well. But now Scorpion still hiding behind the card. Then Nova will have to make haste because they are not in a very good position as well. As soon as they start pushing in, there's a lot of teams that's going to be able to see them. Scorpion by himself sometimes with a couple of smokes should be able to just be safe here for the meantime, but they're still fighting, and Dodgy wants to commit to this fight, wants to take the Scorpion down, but Scorpion so far will be able to fight TMG from behind, getting shot by Guamba, and will be able to take that kill. What the hell? That was so far with a DP, or not a DP, rather. Okay, that was a DP.
Yeah, that was a DP. Right, so actually we need to, like, Nova actually
stop, we'll be able to clean that finish and finish that kill straight away, and John Wick just not stopping anytime soon. Again, his dog has been killed, he's angry, he's pissed, he wants to look for blood, everybody's his enemy, and one by one they're getting taken down.
I don't know what we missed actually. Team Error 404 have 12 kills under their name. 12 kills, that's a lot.
Yep, that's very okay. Godless is on to the other side. The other side. So Godless other side. So Godless still alive here, but he's all alone in this situation. 4 teams left. WatchMyGP 1 player. RS with 1 player. RS with 1 player as well. John Wick with one more kill onto Godless. Destroys him, leaving 3 teams in play right now. 4-4 play right now. 4-4 a JUPLAY team. Royal squad. A JUPLAY 4-4 error. 4 men strong.
We are going to see, I think,
just waiting. Wow, what are the chances that the circle went towards one person there?
Yes, and that's like, you can't say it's a bit luck, right? But you can't, like, I will say Blue actually fantastic play from him. He tries to weaken both sides, right? He made the difference for actually 4-4 earlier, taking one and defeating one of their players. Then 4-4 made the play, and after that he was like, oh, 4-4 is winning, I need to take some shots on 4-4, and he was able to steal away a couple of kills actually from JUPLAY. So fantastic play from him, that's one thing. The second thing I want to talk about is actually JUPLAY. They had someone behind the car. and someone in front of the car, right? Normally, you will go for the one behind the car, right? Because that's the one you think everybody should be like hiding, right? But the thing is, someone was behind, in front of the car, and catching every player for off guard, and he was able to spray 4-4 down. I think that made the difference between JUPLAY and 4-4, and that was the great gameplay from JUPLAY. But if I would say if Blue wasn't there, maybe JUPLAY would have win that fight, because they weren't having the upper hand, but after that push, JUPLAY was having the upper hand.
Yep, now we see the match standings for game number 1. Royal squad with 27 points, only 7 kills, but 20 placement points. When 404 era follows suit, look at that, 15 kills for 404 era. And a lot of it is due to John Wick, but placement point with 10 points, they will put themselves at 25 points at second place. JUPLAY follows suit with number 3, 24 points for them, 10 kill points and 14 placement points. And that is followed by Nova Esports, who unfortunately both dropped to number 4. WatchMyGP is there at number 5, Justice at number 6. So Nova Esports and Justice, of course, the champions of the group stages, are right now inside the first page. At least that's good for them, but they are sitting at number 4 and number 6, leaving Dodgy and Marauders at number 7 and number 8.
Alright, let's take a look at the second page. Second page, we have the way to champion with 5 points. S7 is also 5 points. RGStars not doing so well. They need to step up their game with 3 points, followed by AsiaGaming 2, Nova Monsters 2, PUBGQAZ 2, and GoodBoys 2, and DelayNoMore with only 1 point.
DelayNoMore. Again, I was saying about DNM is that they kind of played it better towards the later stages of the group, but not too good. As JUPLAY will still be at number 1, or have gotten themselves towards number 1 with 67 points. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten themselves a chicken dinner, but already putting themselves at 67 points. Same as No Mercy, who got themselves 2 chicken dinners, but only 18 kill points, and not consistently in terms of placement points, because they only got 49. So as you can see that they got themselves 2 chicken dinners of among 4 games that they have played, but they put themselves just still a little bit under JUPLAY. Dark Dynasty is there as well. They got themselves 1 chicken dinner yesterday, but they are sitting at 59 points. Nova Esports follow suit in the first page at 58. 404 era is right up there, climbed themselves up towards the 5th place with 53 points. Rose Esports with 52. AsiaGaming with 1 chicken dinner and 43 points. And Nova Monsters in the first page drops down to the 8th place with 41 points.
Alright, on the second page we have Unicorn Gaming, which is not playing today with 36 points. Nomad also not playing, 35. SNG 33. Dodgy with 31. Royal Squad was 27 points, great play. Ghost Esports 25. CQT 17 and S7 17. And let's look at the next page.
Just to make sure that we get kind of a feel of the game or understand it a little bit, we will be looking at the third page where RGStar is there. Unfortunate, I want to say unfortunate, but RGStar hasn't been playing it as well as they should. So RGStar are now sitting at 17th place with 17 points. 18th place is WatchMyGP with 12 points. Justice follows suit. Justice though, not looking too good for them as well. But just only 1 game played so far. They're sitting with 9 points, sitting at 19th place. 20th place Marauders, way to champions there. PUBGQAZ is there as well at number 22. GoodBoys at 23 and DelayNoMore. DelayNoMore though is one of the teams that I was saying just now.
Still first day of playing, right? Early on days is for them. But the thing we want to mention, especially for RGStars, they are already on their 5th map, right? They are not gonna get more maps. They are going to have 7 more maps, and that's it for them. If they don't step it up, they are saying goodbye.
Yeah, so RGStar might be one of the teams that we will confirm be saying goodbye very early on. But fantastic play coming in from the Royal Squads, play blue to get themselves 1 winner chicken dinner amongst 8 other players on the field. Blue just clutching it out, and with that we'll be going for a short break. When we return, PMCO will continue.
your game. Vivo V15 Series. Vivo.
Moment to get all of those skills towards your favor.
And actually, those grenades did get. Oh, great!
Oh my god,
that's a great
what a
shot.
shot.
This fight. Yes, to get a fight.
We can get a drive by here. S7 along with Rose, but Rose looks like they're getting the better of it as they jump out of the car. They want to take the fight. S7's players are just dropping. They're hitting very, very low. They're trying to get in between the building, but they get dropped. Scorpion saw that's left inside the crowd, but he just doesn't want to stop fighting here against Unicorn Gaming. And Unicorn Gaming is now our number 2 or last week's number 2 team. And right now it looks like they do not want to stop fighting as well. Unicorn Gaming nailing one great grenade as well. They want to follow it up with a couple of shots. Seeing Kang's coming in from the side along with another player, but they're all very low right now. Getting shot from the leaving Kang all alone. They've only lost Hao Chang. The rest of them are still standing here very, very strong. Ryan even goes in for the hill. Kang coming in from the side as well. He's hiding inside the house for the meantime. He's still left with Ryan here. Looks like a good grenade, but will he be able to connect? He does a lot of damage, and look at that! Double kill for him with the grenade, and then that will be all Shiro, as Coco can push out if he wants to take this fight.
Right, he's trying to revive his teammate, and
grenade! Oh my god, the grenade coming in for Unicorn Gaming, just crisp.
Yeah, Mulligan, and he's going for the play. Coco drops down. His team, another team gonna hear that. They know he's here. He's gonna get flanked from left and right. He goes for the first drop. He does get that first drop. He turns it around. He gets that kill. He drops another one. Can he drop the third one? He gets the third one! One more to go. One more to go. He gets
Holy crap!
Wow!
Coco with the place. 1v4. You cannot take him down. He's just a beast. 1v4. That was nuts, AJ.
That was mass.
Both of these teams had a pretty poor game 2.
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go out
It's about
early.
to be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they actually giving it up? The timing, they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you. Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind. Not very weak. He went for the
Yeah, I quite like snowmobiles on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh,
talk about comfortable to drive. Tempo trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Yasha up the stairs, does find the knock, refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window, a really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock, hang on a minute.
How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually.
And
they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is going for it.
Hit by the car. Quiet falls.
Rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. All right. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. They're still falling in. All right, well.
Welcome back to the PMCO PUBG Mobile Cloud Open 2019 Fall Split Wildcard Semifinals. My name is Win along with AJ. Along with AJ. We'll be your catcher for the day. Thanks to our title sponsor Vivo. And play Vivo with the Vivo V15 Pro because it brings you more immersive, more powerful, more outstanding performance. And here comes the glorious chicken dinner. And if you do like the stream, make sure that you click subscribe and you click the notification button as well so that you get notified whenever the channel comes online, because there will not be just one game or one region being played here on the PUBG Mobile Esports channel. There will be 6 other regions being played right here, AJ.
And also, if you want to play the game, simply go on Google Play or App Store, searching the PUBG Mobile, and you're good to go.
That was on fire there. So again, you might be the one next split. So it has been fun watching the first game. Royal Squad just winning it in 1v4 v4. I think so. Yeah, surprise, surprise. How did they win it, AJ?
Alright, so how did they or how did he?
How did he? Blue in particular, how did Blue win it?
So there's 2 factors, right? The first factor, he got a little bit lucky. We got the circle spawn in his favor, right? The second factor, which actually I will say make the difference for him, was he controlled the battlefield for the situation that he wants the best, right? When actually 4-4 had the upper hand, he helped JUPLAY right there. When JUPLAY had the upper hand, he helped 4-4 a little bit. So balanced the teams, making like pushing those teams to go against each other, and like trying to get everybody dead is what he wants. And also the best thing that he did, he picked up 2 kills. It's hard to pick up kills in that situation. Like sometimes, if you go for the pick up, then if you want to pick like 2 kills, you can easily get spotted, and you can easily get sprayed down. But that the timing he chose was none of this team had the time to deal with him, so he easily pick up those kills and like, all right, I'm cool, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly that. When he fired upon them, they were kind of firing upon themselves, because 404 was fighting with JUPLAY. He came in from the sides and just destroyed 2 players from 404. But that will be all for game number 1. We are in game number 2 here for day number 2 as well. We will be going to Sanhok for Group E and Group G. We are in the semifinals again. If you just tune in, remember to click that subscribe button because it will be 6 other leagues being played right here, and it should be a lot of fun.
Alright, look at the samurai playing. Dope!
Chung 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 chung.
Alright, so we are having the plane flying actually from southwest to northeast. I would say pretty even split. I think this is the one of the greatest splits we've gotten yet. Yeah, that's good split. And let's take a look at the circle, because sometimes when you get that good of a route, you are not gonna get your circle.
Yeah, that's right. One of the things is going to be very rude is either the pilot or the circle. So hopefully the circle will spawn out a little bit towards the middle side of the map, because GoodBoys heading towards Hatin and Cam Alpha might be congested with at least 2 teams, because Marauders are heading towards that direction along with JUPLAY. They might be heading there, but it looks like Marauders are the only one that's heading towards Cam Alpha. So the circle's right smack down in the middle, towards the southern side a little bit, but towards the southwestern side. So it should be good to go, but there's 3 islands being in the circle as well.
So that means we are going to see what? Bridge camping, short camping, sea camping, every camping you want. There's gonna be there. And teams normally towards the mid part of the game are going to have trouble trying to make through or go to either side of the circles.
So suddenly, Marauders has already found themselves against JUPLAY. As I say that because they are quite close to each other. Now the nade comes flying out, will not be able to connect JUPLAY's players. There are only 2 here congested into his houses. Are actually another player from MR as well. So all of them are kind of in one compound, or 2 compounds rather. But the rest of them are not here. The rest of Marauders are not here. The rest of JUPLAY are not here as well. So this is a 2v2 situation, which I think JUPLAY has a little bit of an upper hand because we hasn't seen any nades coming in from the side of MR or Marauders. But as it seems so far, it looks like they're playing a little bit more passive, waiting for the rest of their teammates to come. And Marauders teammates are coming in very, very hot.
And the most interesting is 2 of the players of JUPLAY and 2 of the players of MR are actually all separated on northern side of the island and the eastern side of the island. If they want to come in, they need to cross. And if they cross together, we're going to have 2 different battlefields fighting with the same 2 teams.
Yeah, now GroupBoy and WMG are finding themselves quite close towards each other in Hatin. So it might be a fight happening very, very early on here, as WMG's players has been spotted out by GoodBoys. So it looks like they will not be able to commit just yet. Again, they're just trying to loot it out. Although this map is very small, it promotes fighting very early on, but you kind of have to loot out first, get yourself some equipment, and then you're ready to fight. You don't want to go in empty-handed or to go in very, very dry.
And the interesting place right now we are saying is all of the teams are avoiding those actually hotspots. We have nobody in bootcamp, we have nobody in Bahan, and we have nobody in Docks or Camp Charlie or Sahami. So yeah, everybody wants to play passive, but when everybody wants to play passive, it forces you to play aggressive.
Yeah, you kind of get forced towards the same side because everybody wants to go towards the edges of the map, and because of it, they're kind of just meeting up with each other suddenly, I think, and it's quite of a sudden here, as Nova Monster is behind or in front of Way to Champion as well. It looks like Way to Champion have found themselves a little bit of a place to kind of just hang out a little bit. They're passing, or the other management is there as well. As you can see, they're passing items across each other, so they know that they are a little bit of an item management going on in the team of Way to Champion, because we were talking about item management is one of the things that they were lacking of a lot of these other teams.
Yes.
But it looks like for the Wildcard squads, it looks like they have better item management than a lot of the other regions we've seen.
Yeah, the one thing is like the item management is separated to a lot of routes and a lot of ways to explain it. You got item management between your team, in team. You got item management with medkits, you got item management when fighting, and you have item management around tactics. So it's a lot of ways to we can talk about item management.
Yeah, but right now has been found upon. They will be able to slay him down very, very fast here. To be able to touch him down as well, they will be able to get that kill. The rest of MR or Marauders are just running out of there. It looks like Sozi and Taran already knows that they have to cut their losses. They're escaping right now, and it looks like they will not be able to kind of converge back towards this compound. Maybe they want to gatekeep, make sure that JUPLAY will not go out of it, but at the same time, it's ill-advised to do that because you only have 2 players here, and the rest of them have 4.
Yeah, and if you want to get out of there fast, or else you're gonna get rushed the bun and you're gonna get outmanned easily. So we have RS right here, 4-man squad, yet the teammates coming in. So it's gonna, like, I don't think Noah actually is going to take the fight on RS, because Noah is one of the more passive thing. Although we are not seeing a lot of gameplays from them, we're not seeing them making it onto the top 3s. Or any winner chicken dinners or a lot of kills, but the one thing they are doing well is they are playing consistently. If they're not on the top 3, you can definitely see them on top 5, and I haven't seen them like getting eliminated early on the game. So the thing is, if you can play consistently, but yeah, the thing is, if you can play it consistently, you only need 1 or 2 winner chicken dinners to catch back up or even be the top playing team. So as you like to say, consistency is the key.
Yeah, it is the key, because if you see something like we saw the Middle Eastern teams like Iraq squad, they only got 2 chicken dinners in the first stages of the game, or the first day of the group stages, and then that kept them up towards being the #1 team towards the entirety of the group stages. So they were up there, especially because they played it consistently after getting the 2 chicken dinners. So as you said, just playing consistently, then just getting a couple of chicken dinners can put you up there straight away. You can just shoot up.
Yeah, I totally agree. We have Envy here, Nova Monsters, not Nova Esports. You need to different these 2 teams. Nova Monsters are not looking too good. They have already lost 4 key, K4I. Way to Champion actually being engaged by RG Xiaotian again onto that first drop. And RG isn't having a good day today. They're not having good matches. This is already their 5th maps in. If they want to make it into the finals, they need to be showing us a lot of performance.
They need to show a better performance, but this looks like a better performance as they knock 2 players out from the side of Way to Champion, but one has been picked up. Tony has been picked out here, but Monster exposes himself a little bit, was firing out in the open, and he will be taken out, knocked on his knees. The rest of them are still converging onto his fight. Look at Swanov, so aggressive here, going in for the flank. Vortex on the side as well. This might be very, very hasty, but very, very crazy right now as they're losing players left and right. So Way to Champion getting shot from behind. Swan jumps out as well. He's going to go for the reload, and because of it, Swan has the opportunity to kind of go in for the fight. Will be able to clear down 3 players coming in from the way to champion squad, and just leaving him with 1 more, and he's exposed as well. They will be able to get the rest of them. Way to champion gets dropped, and finally we see something better coming in from the RGStar squad.
We're back to battle with 4-4 against Justice. 4-4 already, actually, I think dropped 2 members of Justice, but they're not even picked up yet, and 4-4 has 1 man down, but he's gonna be picked up pretty soon. And Justice here making sure and flanking onto Kenny. I think Kenny knows the situation on him, so he's gonna hold the position, but the grenades is going to connect. Ooh. Oh, that was close, sorry about that. But another grenades come in. They're playing grenade game, right? Baseball, I think that's there, but nobody shot anybody and nobody did any damage onto each other, so everybody's gonna back off and hope for a better situation on there.
Yeah, 4-4 now converging on towards Justice here. Yes, Justice CM has been picked up. We're looking at John Wick, who got himself 9 kills in the last game. He plays fantastically in terms of kills, but problem is they weren't getting the wins. But right now he looks like he will be able to get down 1 kill. Maybe at least should be. No, he drops off very low here. He's at rate HP. Still spots out one in front of him, and they know that he's low. They will be able to take him down. Justice on the hunt as John Wick gets dropped and will be finished off as well. The rest of 4-4 are left wondering what to do here, but they will be able to get CM from underneath the house. Nicely done as CO plays him down. Still back to a 3 victory situation here, coming in from 4-4 and Justice.
All right, Fabit here, making sure FJ doesn't come from the right side. If Fabit go from the right side, which is he's not gonna do, and was able to take down Fabit right there, and it's a 2-on-2 situation for 4-4 or Justice. And a great grenade comes in from Kenny, taking out Justice members.
Clue gets dropped on his knees, and FJ will have to kind of think about what he wants to do here. It looks like he wants to try and save his friend or get closer towards Clue here. But the problem is once he gets close to it, Kenny is converging there as well. So Kenny sieging it very fast. Knows that the player is there. Yeah, actually gets shot a little bit here. Maybe should be no. FJ is in a lot of trouble. 3 players converging onto him. He runs towards the back room, but he's exposed here. He will have to push himself out of the door, and he will be finished off. Oh my lord, Justice gets finished off at 15th place. Not the start that they were looking for.
Right, not the start they were looking for. They were the top teams from our group stages, but now not so much anymore. They have lost 2 rounds early on in the games, and that's not what you want. That can easily destroy your hype. And let's look at the circle right here. The circle actually ended up on the south side of the islands, so a lot of teams are going to commit to the south side of this map. So when they are going to commit, AG is already bridge camping, right? We got I think PQ may also bridge camp a little bit, because there is like 4 or 5 ways to cross this ridge. But bridge camping isn't the best thing you can do, because you can easily get flanked or third party. It's a small map, and it's ill-advised to camp for too long at least.
Yeah, that's exactly true, because although they are sitting on the bridges, they are open and up for business, because a lot of people will be able to see them from a mile away. So they have to be careful with that, especially with some of the players that are very, very good with shooting long range as well. We see something like that from John Wick, but although he's been knocked or he's out of here, but he was one of the players who plays it fantastically with all guns. He knows how to siege with those M4s. He knows how to take long range fight with the AWM. So there are a lot of caliber players coming in from the wildcards as well. So you have to be careful once you are bridge camping or gatekeeping those bridges. You have to be careful with your positioning as well.
Again, this is not any more group stages, right? We are on to semifinals for the finals. So right now everybody can play. They have good mechanics. They have at least a little bit knowledge of team play, and it's not easy to go against. It's not like playing with child. It's not a child game anymore. So everybody needs to play a little bit passive, and that's what we are seeing right now. A lot of teams playing more passively, but what they lack of is trying to coordinate better from teams to teams.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Coordination is key as well. Not just consistency, because your coordination in towards pushing or towards sieging or towards being or defending. Because we saw a lot of that yesterday, where some of the teams kind of just got flustered whenever they got rushed, and they kind of split apart.
Yes.
They kind of didn't make the decision whether to fight the teams that was in front of them or the ones behind them, because you kind of have to funnel all your firepower towards one direction and then try to take down one of the teams. But if you split it out 2 in 2, then it means that you're splitting up your firepower 50% each, and because of it, you can't really take down those kills as fast as possible. So because of it, of course, I'm saying because of it a lot, because it actually leads towards the death of them, a death of a lot of these teams from the wildcard. We saw that happening yesterday. Hopefully today we won't be seeing less of it.
Yep. And Good Boy Rich right now is going to be still. Good Boy isn't also looking pretty good, so they are going to play passive to try to get in those placement points. But the problem is this map does promote early on fighters, but when everybody is playing passive, still you can it's hard to fight against each other. And here we have WM actually bridge camping. We already have RS also on the map, on the bridge, a little bit pinned down. Actually, I will say they have no way to get out.
Yeah, they're right at right smack at the edge of the circle as well. So I think they should be able to kind of flee from that situation if their teammate comes along. But the teammates are coming along. They kind of just what's it called again? Circle sweeping.
Yep.
Circle sweeping around the circle to make sure that nobody's crossing, to try and get a couple of kills here. And they are in a very good position as well. They're kind of gatekeeping back from the other side, making sure that nobody's on top of the bridge or nobody will push the rest of his teammates. And Royal Squad is in a good position to kind of sandwich these teams down as soon as they cross the bridge.
Nova actually is a little bit late for the circle, but I think they're gonna make it. But the thing is, how are they going to pass the bridge, or are they going to pass? How are they going to pass the river? I think they're swimming.
They could be, I think so. I'm not too sure about that because we don't really see them on the bridge. But even if they are, RS is there waiting for them, so it's not entirely advised for them to do that. But at the same time, the rest of, I think there's another team right across the bridge as well, so they have to be careful here. RS is going to rejoin his teammates. I think maybe they're going to get maybe around Nova as well. This is very smart of them.
Oh no!
Keep around them.
I think they have no idea with Squamans right there.
Yeah, I don't think they see him. But now they're trying to swim as well. So if they do see him, if they get towards the shores first, they should be able to clear down Nova. But at the same time, Nova's on the other side, swimming, trying to get themselves on towards the shore as well. Now they get spotted out by the team. So it looks like RS should be able to get a couple of kills here. But CO in the boat will be shot upon. He drops off very low, hides behind the rock for the meantime, and should be able to be saved. But no, the boat gets exploded. Nako will be done and dusted. The rest of 404 actually trailing away throughout the circle, trying to play towards the edges of it, and they should be able to be safe.
Alright, DDS ended up with 1 kill. That's good enough for them. And dropping no one. So they are not in the circle, and they are also going to try to get in the circle. This is the time we are going to see a lot of teams starting to fight.
Yeah, now S7 and GroupE already starting to fight, as you said. Mario gets dropped very low here in the situation.
Surprise.
And from the side, Mario will be finished off, I think, by Zetna. I think Zetna. And will be able to get that kill very, very early on. So GroupBoy in a prime position to get this fight and to win this fight. By S7, it looks like they will be fleeing from this fight altogether. They do not want to take this fight at all, and they're bailing out.
Alright, good boys. So far, so good for them. 4-man squad, they love it. And we have the circle right here. I would say a pretty good circle. I would say a pretty friendly circle. Let's wish. I'm not wishing for the circle to go actually on the northeast side, because the northeast is gonna be a hard battlefield for everyone. The best circle is going to be in the middle, but good boy, someone is rich, does get taken down.
Yeah, AG is trying to third party them, or at least because they were fighting, or at least not really third partying. I think the word is gatekeeping here, because they're trying to block GroupBoy from coming into the circle. So from behind, AG will be able to clear down one, and this is the fight on the bridge that we will be waiting for, because DDS is right up there as well, along with RG, and RG is pushing through as well. DDS in a lot of trouble here as Yatong is all exposed, but somehow he gets a lot of damage done onto his Monster. Monster's very low. Monster should be taken out here. I think should be, yes, Monster's out of this fight. But in from the side, they're trying to flank him out, but somehow he survives in the back of Yatong. Now finally gets dropped, but the rest of DDS still on top of the shores, and they will be a lot of trouble if RG Killer starts pushing in.
And that was third partying from 2, and DD is also trying to make it to the shore, but they have 2 men already knocked out. I think PQ is going to steal the kills before they die or before they get picked up. That's one, that's two, and he goes for the kill, and that was it for DDS being eliminated in 13th place.
Holy smokes, triple kill as well. So PQ looking very, very good in this situation. RG has to kind of heal out first. It's only the third circle, not entirely painful.
Yeah.
I think it's 0.8 or something like that in terms of the HP taken away or the HP differences. But you have to be careful where you kind of have to push in, and they know where you're at. Now they know, look at that kill stealer coming in for the kill steal as his name suggests. Waiting for them to expose themselves and waiting behind the bridge. Now they're all jumping into the water. This might be a mistake though, because Kill Stealer can just jump out and just take them down. But Swan, very smart, jumps out very late here.
All right, the drops down. I think I would say like if they jump a little bit late, like Swan, if he didn't jump down, he stayed on the bridge, could have helped him a little bit more. But I feel I still can take it, and that was it for Kill Stealer. He knows this map pretty well, and I think he knows how to play on this map. And let's see if he can surprise us a little bit.
Yeah, he's trying to keep this bridge from being crossed by RG, but at the same time they are on the other side here, with the rest of them are just blocking them from crossing the road. And Xiao Tian has already crossed as well, but they're getting shot here from the side. Bespin getting shot here very, very quickly by the side of OP, and now they will be able to just hide themselves off to not take this fight anymore. But Kestiller gets finished off from the side of the bridge. What a mistake coming in from him. He should have been there, as you said, and now he will be punished.
All right, and that was it. Right now, RG is going to push up. RG looking better than they normally do, but I think they need to keep it up. If they don't keep it up, they're also gonna be eliminated pretty early on this map also. And time is ticking for them. Xiaotian right there getting taken down, and he's going to wait for his teammate to catch up and may go for the rescue. Please go for the rescue.
Maybe it could be, should be. That's the key word, I think, in this situation, because sometimes you cannot make a decision, especially because this map is so small. Your decision is based on what's happening in front of you, and as you see, the map is, the circle is right smack in the middle, on top of a land, but there is a crossroad coming in as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 compounds there, and as he stands, looks like Nova Monster has found himself in front of 404, and 404 suddenly will survive this fight, as Shibit will be taken down, or Shiran will be taken down here, and Nova Monster's in a lot of trouble here.
Yep, Kenny is being siege, and that was it for Kenny. Living Fabit, the only player for 404's for error. And while we were watching the fight between RG, and actually I just saw JUPLAY taking out 3 members of Nova out. So Nova Esports is only with Bisha left. Things are not looking good for Nova, and let's see how their solo team play is.
Well, actually from the side, so Fabis gets shot a little bit and he will be dropping very low here. Just one more shot to finish it off. But Madi can't finish it off because as well as the place in front of him, the blue is eating up inside. So Nova Monster's last player, I think Madi will try to survive this. Adi will be going down here as Fabis sprays him down, and it looks like Nova Monsters are out of there as well.
Alright, Fabit right here, he's going for the run, and there's I right, he got one tire off, but good enough, he take it.
This is very slow. I think he should be running here. Get out of the car, just run yourself. Yeah, now he makes the decision.
Like, I'm gonna run.
Yeah, get out of the car, brother. Your legs are faster, but suddenly Sazi is there. Hello, surprise. As he will be taken out, leaving 9 teams still in play here.
Alright, 9 teams, 8 teams actually.
Oh, that was quick.
Bisha was taken out, and Nova Esports should be ending up in 9th place. Alright, back to it. Who was that shooting actually them? I think it was Delay, right?
Yeah, I think it was a player from Delay just shooting them from afar or from across the circle right now. So we have 14 seconds left for them to get into the white circle, and they have to be careful here because the blue is chasing after them after this, so they have to kind of get themselves into a circle very, very fast, establish a connection or establish a compound, because there are 3 compounds in play right now. There are 2 at least compounds in play and 2 houses in play as well.
Alright, so we got a pretty mixed fight, and it's gonna be a crowded circle next round. Only one of the teams actually are inside the circle, which is WG, and they're gonna stay there. And here we have a first spray down onto, actually I think it was a PQ. Yeah, PQ, and PQ is already 2 men down and make it 1, and I think PQ just got eliminated, ending them in 8th place.
Yep, they are done and dusted. We're looking at JUPLAY right now. They don't have the compound, and WMG is the one that has the compound. WatchMyGP is inside the houses, and they should be good to go here because they are one of the only ones that have the compound in their control. JUPLAY in a lot of trouble as they're getting shot by Godless as well. So look at this. WatchMyGP has the advantage here as Mao pushes in through as well. He will be shot upon and leaves him to real HP, but for now, he's still very much alive. But Bang getting shot, him behind the tree. They spot him out. They will be able to finish him off. Leaving Swan all alone. Suddenly, Swan's like, what the hell just happened to my teammates here? They're all done. But Swan will still be able to survive. But he's pushing in and he's all alone. He will be taken out as well. And he's done and dusted.
And that was it for JUPLAY, being the team who took out actually Nova Esports, which they were looking pretty good, but DelayNoMore and WatchMyGameplay, which are the weakest team right now, have their old man is on deck, sorry.
Okay, as you say that, a lot of these teams are just kind of converging on towards each other here. This is very, very close in terms of who can take this win, because a lot of these teams have not been around or hasn't been around in the top 5 a lot. So that's one of the things that we have to be careful, because AsiaGaming has gotten themselves a win yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one chicken dinner for them, but the rest of them haven't gotten anything. But Sazi right now has been found upon. They will be Delay who will be able to take those shots and will be able to clear down one player as well. Done and dusted, leaving 4 teams still in play here. Delay wants to push in for some more, but at the same time, S7 is pushing in as well. S7, where are the players? It looks like AG wants to third party, but they're getting attacked by Delay Kaya. Delay Kaya shooting him down. US down and dusted as well. He is on the side. He has been spotted out. Kaya wants to go in for the fight.
But S7 in the circle, is he going to make that run? The circle hurts a lot, and if that circle is going to be the next circle, it's gonna hurt a lot more. So you need to get yourself actually into the circle as soon as you can. Delay actually circle camping, was able to take down Suffer, and S7 ends it up in 4th place. And you have AG making the run for it, also getting down by at the circle. Kaya must be a little pissed because that was a steal from the blue.
That really is. Might be a little bit angry here, but nades come flying out, coming in from WatchMyGP. WatchMyGameplay. They're showing a little bit of a good gameplay here as they get themselves into its top 3. But can they get the winner with the chicken? And that is the question. Delay as well, hunting for the chicken dinner of their own. Both of these teams are just trying to nail. Yeah, both of these teams really need it. They're not the best in terms of how they've been playing for the first day, but so far so good. It looks like DelayNoMore should be able to pick this up because they have the advantage sitting outside the compound, but no, it looks like they have to push in because the compound is still inside the circle, and WMG are still safe inside it as well.
So WMG surely has the little bit upper hand, because in this situation I don't think Delay has a lot of items to use on. So that's great shots on to Yuanling.
So Yuanling has to be careful here. Delay wants to push in. They know that this compound is entirely being watched by WMG, and Delay B has been dropped here on his knees right now, leaving 3 players coming in for Delay, like fighting with the 4 of them. And WMG has the advantage here, as you said. They have the compound. They're waiting for Delay to push in, and they can just rush out as soon as they get another knock here. And Kaya, who is playing exceptionally well for the side of Delay, is now left behind the rock and now behind the tree lines. He's going to try and buy himself some time, but he gets naded upon by SS, leaving 2 more players coming in from Delay. They're still alive here, but things are not looking too great for them as Delay comes and will be pushed in by Brad. Brad getting the last kill. Delay has 1 more player left. He's all alone and he has been found out as well. It will be WMG's game to take, and they will be able to win it. WMG, WatchMyGP, and we have watched it. You are very good.
And congratulations to WatchMyGameplay ending up with right, my math today is not good. It was 9 kills. Delay was also 8 kills, and followed by AG with not a lot of kills, was 5 kills in total. And let's take a look at the highlights.
Yeah, it's kind of hectic in and around the map, especially the start of it. Everybody was just kind of congested very early on because again, the circle was kind of right smack in the middle, but there was 3 islands inside it, so everybody wanted to cross the bridge very early on. So that's exactly what the problem was right there, is because everybody had to cross the bridge and everybody was fighting alongside it. So that's one of the things that we have to look at when it comes to Sanhok, is that the circle side kind of likes to contain all 3 of the islands and the bridges as well. So that's exactly what was happening right there and then.
Right. So WatchMyGameplay actually on group stages, they didn't get any winner chicken. But the thing about WatchMy gameplay was they were able to play pretty consistently, ending up in 9th place with 54 kills and 76 placement points. I would say that's a lot of placement points because, well, not getting any winner chicken dinner and getting 76 placement points it is a lot. It's not surprising, but still very good, right?
Yeah.
And this is the new placement point system and the point system we have this season. So we do see those like effects coming in from this new competition system.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So hopefully, I think a lot of these teams just start to rack up a lot more points because it was exciting to watch as well because a lot of these teams kind of have converged and it looks like they have bettered their gameplay at least because they're looking a little bit better right now as it stands, and a lot of these teams starting to kind of have their hands in the pot whenever it comes to the final circle because it looks like anybody can win. It's anybody's ball game here.
Yep. I will say I want to say a thing. We've seen AG trying their best. They are catching up a little bit, ending up in 3rd place, but still I will say not good enough because they played poorly, very poorly on the first day. So they need to push it up a little bit. But again, things for actually Group E are not looking too good because Group E is like the 1st place, 2nd place, and the 4th and 5th was belong to Group G. So Group E, they're not looking too good.
Not looking too good at all. A lot of these teams are just struggling right now. Even Nova Esports is struggling in there as well. So that's one of the things that they have to rectify. Of course, the only team that is up there in the top 5 is Nova Esports, but Chicken Dinner have escaped them. Have escaped them in the last couple of days.
Right, but again, once again, like great play from WatchMy Gameplay, stepping up their gameplay. We're seeing that.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
We're seeing that.
We know what you did. We know what you did.
Yep, and let's see if they can play consistently, right?
Yeah.
Because we've seen when you are like one winning chicken dinner is not enough. That's only 20 points, right? So what is 20 points? Two 3rd places. That's 20 points.
Yeah.
All right. 5 5th places. All right. That's more than 20 points. So playing consistently and trying to get a little bit kills, right? If you make it into the final top 5, you have normally 4 or 5 kills under your name, right?
Yeah.
Even though you sneak your way into it, you have to at least fight off 2 teams in the end circle.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about kills, right? Like the thing you want to worry about is getting into the circles and getting into the top 5 things. And here we have the scoreboard coming up.
Yep, WatchMyGP will place first with 29 points, 9 kill points. Nicely done from them. Placement points 20 because they got themselves the chicken dinner. DelayNoMore at 2nd place with 22 points with 8 kill points and 14 placement points. Number 3 is AsiaGaming with 10 points in terms of placement, 5 kill points, 15 points for them. PUBGQAZ or PQ will be following suit at 4th place. Marauders with 5th place, S7 at 6th, JUPLAY at 7th, and 404 Erangel looking a little bit better here, but now at 8.
All right, let's take a look on the 2nd page. Where's the 2nd page? Oh, there we go. So we got GoodBoys playing 8 points. RG stepping up a little bit, but still not enough with 7 points. Nova Esports not looking good. 1 kill, 3 placement points. Ooh, they got taken out actually by JUPLAY pretty early on in game. But again, we didn't see that, but yeah, great play from JUPLAY. Nova Esports step it up a little bit. 4 points, not enough. Dodgy right there with 3 points. Justice 2 points. Justice 2 points. And Royal Squad, which got the last winner chicken dinner, 1 point. Not too good.
Yeah, and that's the thing we were talking about the Royal Squad team is that they've got themselves the chicken dinner, but can they play consistently? And here we go. The overall standing so far for the 3 groups. JUPLAY team at number 1 with 76 points. They're still up there without a chicken dinner as well. No Mercy follows suit with their 2 chicken dinner, but they ain't here right now for today. So they will be stuck there at number 2 for the meantime. But Nova Esports, look at them. Still there with number 3, just pushing themselves up slowly but surely, just pushing themselves up. But not consistent enough for them to get themselves into the first or the second place. 404 error climbing back out with 61 points. That's fantastic from 404 error. Although the last game they didn't really get, or they got into the first place, but they were at the last. Dark Dynasty is there at 5th place. They have dropped down 1 spot. AsiaGaming has went up 1 spot with 1 chicken dinner of their own 58 points. Rose Esports is at number 7, and number 8 Nova Monster has not moved a single point.
Alright, we're gonna take a look at the second buoy. We're gonna see WatchMyGP stepping their game up with 9 players. Unicorn Gaming is not going to play. Oh, they are playing today, right?
If I'm not mistaken,
No,
they're in the group F, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. They are on 60 points. Nomad also 65, followed by Dodgy 34. Not doing too pretty well, right?
Yeah.
SNG was 33. Royal Squad was 28 with 1 winner chicken dinner, but 28 points. You're not gonna make it into the finals with that point, right? We are on the last page. This is the dangerous page to be on, right?
Danger zone.
RG, even though have already played 6 matches in total, they're still on the last page, and DelayNoMore catching up a little bit with those placement points with 23 points. CQ team is not playing today, so they're safe. But other than that, Justice especially. Yeah,
Justice not looking too great here at the start of the day. Of course, they placed second, if I'm not mistaken, in the group stages.
Yes.
So they were playing fantastic in the group, but now it's crunch time because we have only left with 24 teams. So a lot of these teams will be, or rather 8 of these teams will be eliminated at the semifinals as well before we go towards the regional final. So again, 8 of these teams will not be safe. They have to step it up, especially Justice as well.
Especially Justice, if they want to be into the finals. The thing I want to, like, what was the takeaway for you from last round?
I think AsiaGaming is a takeaway for me, especially that they got themselves a 3rd place, but they played it consistently yesterday. So that's one of the things that they have to be careful with, because AsiaGaming, we saw Young who's fantastic on those guns, but kind of have to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, kind of have to step it up a little bit. And also, the thing I want to mention is actually we didn't see not a lot of item managements from those last 2 teams, right? Nor of them tried to smoke. I think they didn't have any smokes at all under their usage. Like, they had 1 or 2 that they used to pick up their teammates, but if they had smoke, that could have made the difference for actually both of those teams, right?
Yeah.
They needed, if, like, for example, if they smoked it the way, or at least they blocked side of view, they would have a chance actually trying to flank around, or they could even surprise them coming out from the smoke. But item management, right?
Item management is something they have to watch out for. Again, the smokes will can not only be used to save your teammates, but also the wall of smokes can save your life as well. So that's what the takeaway for AJ in this game. We will be going for a short break. When we return, PMCO will continue with game number 3.
Your game, Vivo V15 series, Vivo.
Moment to get all of those skills towards your favor.
And actually, those grenades did get. Oh, great!
Oh my god,
that's a great
what a
shot. This fight. Yes, we get a fight.
We get a drive by here. S7 along with Rose, but Rose looks like they're getting the better of it as they jump out of the car. They want to take the fight. S7's players are just dropping. They're hitting very, very low. They're trying to get in between the building, but they get dropped. Scorpions all that's left inside the crowd, but he just doesn't want to stop fighting here against Unicorn Gaming. And Unicorn Gaming is now our number 2 or last week's number 2 team. And right now it looks like they do not want to stop fighting as well. Unicorn Gaming nailing
great
it to the wall. Great grenade as well. They want to follow it up with a couple of shots. Seeing Kang's coming in from the side along with another player, but they're all very low right now. Getting
Nice
shot from the
break.
side, leaving Kang all alone. They've only lost Hao Chang. The rest of them are still standing here very, very strong. Ryan even goes in for the hit. Kang coming in from the side as well. He's hiding inside the house for the meantime. He's still left with Ryan here. Looks like a good grenade, but will he be able to connect? He does a lot of damage, and look at that! Double kill for him with the grenade, and then that will be all Shiro, as Coco can push out if he wants to take this fight.
Right, he's trying to revive his teammate and
Oh
grenade!
my god, the grenade coming in for Unicorn Gaming, just crisp.
Yeah, Mulligan, and he's going for the play. Coco drops down. His team, another team gonna hear that. They know he's here. He's gonna get flanked from left and right. He goes for the first drop. He does get that first drop. He turns it around. He gets that kill. He drops another one. Can he drop the third one? He gets the third one! One more to go. One more to go. He gets
Holy crap!
Wow!
Coco with the place. 1v4. You cannot take him down. He's just a beast. 1v4. That was nuts, AJ.
That was mass.
Both of these
Cover for
teams,
now.
both these teams had a pretty poor game 2
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go
This
out
is about to
early.
be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they
IN
actually giving it up? The
They might
timing,
think-
they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you. Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind.
Not the
Very
greatest.
weak. He went for the
Yeah, I quite like snowmobiles on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh, my
Oh, talk
lord.
about comfortable to drive. Tempo trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Yasha up the stairs, does find the knock, refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window, a really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock. Hang on a
gets
minute.
him. How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually.
And
they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is
Oh,
going
he
for
gets
it.
hit by the
And
car. Quiet falls.
The rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. Alright. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. Nope, they're still falling in. All right, well.
Welcome back to the PMCO PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split Wildcard Semifinals. My name is Vin, along with AJ, who's kind of tired there looking. We will be your casters for today, and thanks to our title sponsor Vivo. And if you're ready to beat out everybody else on the battleground, it's time for seamless and uninterrupted gaming with the Vivo V15 Pro. And if you do like the stream, remember to click the subscribe button and click that notification button as well, because there will be not just one, not just two, not just three, but 6 other leagues that are being played right here on this very channel.
Also, if you want to play the game, simply go on Google Play or App Store, search the name for PUBG Mobile, and you can simply download it and start to getting your winner chicken dinners.
And next season you might be the one, so hopefully you guys will be joining us in the game as well as the stream. So AJ, what was your kind of takeaway so far for the last 2 games? I think other than the teams playing, it's anybody's ball game, right? So far it looks like anybody can win it.
Like the takeaway is, except like every major team that we're looking towards to, that the teams did the best in group stages, like every of them, right? We're not playing good enough, and they're not there. They're just not there. I don't know why, what's happening. Maybe they're taking their time to get used to it, but they're still not there. The second thing we need to talk about is item management, right? The item management, like from, for example, Nova, Justice, yeah, I can see those item management, those smokes coming in, but other than that, between the last 2 from last round, I will say there's 0 item management.
That will be WNG, WatchMyGP, Delay, and of course AG placing in top 1, 2, and 3 respectively. But again, I think my takeaway from that is AG. They played fantastically yesterday. We know Young is very, very good. He got himself into a solidly kill leaderboard as well. But although that being said, it looks like they're consistently not getting those top 3 finishes. Now they're getting top 3 finishes, so that's something to take away from it. But is that enough, bro? Is that enough for them to kind of get through to the next phase, which is the regional finals?
Alright, so we're back onto this map that we haven't been seeing for a couple of days, which can you announce the name for everybody?
And it's actually Miramar. Okay, it's Miramar. We will be going for it in our 3rd map of the day, so hopefully you guys at home will enjoy it as well. The plane is a little bit funky, as you can see. It's from Impala towards Valdemar, and this is a very funky plane, right? Because a lot of them can't really reach Hacienda del Patron, St. Martin, Water Treatment, Cruz del Val, El Azahar, which is El Pozo as well, which is the favorites for a lot of these teams. So they have to kind of just shuffle around the Bendito, Las Leones, Curachera, La General, and Pocado as well. So a lot of these places can be inside, but it's quite far to reach the places which we see a lot of the favorites from the Wildcard is towards the top side of the map.
Yeah. So again, I think the plane also is not the best route you can ever ask for, but a lot of those hot spaces or a lot of those places you want to go are in your range. For example, El Pozo is a little bit far, but you can make it, just nearly making it to El Pozo. So I did that. Like it's not the best you wish for, but on this map it's completely acceptable. Like I don't like, if you get a north to east route, it's worse than this. And the circle is quite friendly actually for that route. It's quite friendly, it's doable. And let's take a look at Nova right here. They are looting. They didn't look too good on especially last round, but the thing about Nova, they are playing consistently. They're not being eliminated early on the game, so they're getting those couple of those placement points, couple of kills, like 8 placement points or 5 placement points, and add that with 3 or 4 kills, you get around 10 kills, 10 scores. So if you get that every round, you don't need to catch up hard later on in the games. And Xiaoji actually, I think he got the 8x scope on this map. If you get the 8x scope, ooh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. But you need a sniper rifle for it, because you can't put the 8x scope on a rifle.
Yeah, that's very, very true. The 6x and the 8x is very, very potent, very, very useful on the map like Miramar, because it's quite out and open space. As JUPLAY, suddenly JUPLAY has found themselves against Marauders in a lot of trouble here, but it's JUPLAY who's lost a play very early on, or back in, it will be dropped here very early on rather for the side of Marauders, and JUPLAY looks very, very strong here. And Adele is in a smoking car, is on fire. He will be able to board the car, will be able to run away from them, but he's already lost one player. Adele, Taran, and Sozi Solaz left for the side of Marauders. They will be able to find themselves a new compound to kind of run or to kind of loot at the distance. JUPLAY are hot on their tails, chasing after them, but Marauders are just out there so far. Sozi, you know, still inside the church, so should be able to get a kill up on him at least. Taran is on the other side of the house. JUPLAY is coming in very, very hot. 2 men strong coming inside the house first. 2 other men coming in from behind. That leaves Sozi in a very peculiar position because it looks like he cannot even heal here. He's all alone. They know where he's at. They have an inkling of it. Taran's coming in from the side as well. It looks like he's bailing as well, and Sozi is all alone.
And that's the only thing you can do. So without any actual rifle, he's going to make a run for it, but that's taken down, and not the best situation actually for Miramar right there, getting too early on eliminations on their team. Now they are left with 2 more, and let's see if JUPLAY here can make another drop onto Miramar. But yeah, not a friendly start for Miramar right here, leaving 2 more teams, which is Adele and Turin left.
Yeah, back towards Nova Monsters and GoodBoy. Looks like GoodBoy's Zetna has been dropped here. The rest of Nova Monsters, they are 4 men strong in this compound, in this part of the map. So it looks like they can just push in. Zetna stuck inside the 2nd floor as well. So the rest of them can just push up because of this. Although they are in the 2nd floor, they can't really jump up because as soon as you jump out, it's a long way down and you're quite exposed jumping down. So if they do that, the rest of Nova Monsters can just converge onto them, just take them down. And it looks like Nova Monsters are already hot on their heels. GroupBoys can expose himself very, very fast. Now AA coming in from the side. If he pushes in though, this might be a problem because there's 2 players inside the house so far. So they're playing it very, very safe, very, very slowly here. AA coming in from the side. And look at that, Zetna is in the prime position to take them down, but only gets 1 though. Not good enough. Zetna gets dropped here in this situation.
And also Rich is also finished up, so we're getting 2 teams actually getting losing 2 of their members early on the game. One is GoodBoys, and another is Miramar. So far Nova Monsters and JUPLAY have a pretty good start, and they are going to loot up and catch up and heal back pretty soon. But again, the last member of GoodBoy are going to get out there. They are going to cut their losses. So loot on, and we're back to a 3rd fight here with VMG. That was a close call.
Yeah, WMG along with Dodgy very, very close to each other, and it looks like WMG already picked up one of the shots, or one of the players coming in from Dodgy. We'll be able to drop him, but the rest of them are coming converging very, very slowly towards his compound or towards his building here, where DDS is occupying.
Picado, one of the maps like normal players love to go if you're looking for a fight, is the place to go on this map. But again, this city or Picado is separated with one of the main places, which is this floor, which G is in, and you can easily pick up a lot of frags from this house. But about this building, it has a weakness. You are basically limited in this house, and if you choose to get out of there, you can easily get shot.
Oh, Justice Clue has been dropped here. This is another bad start coming in from Justice so far. Nova just firing onto them. This is both of our top teams fighting it off as Justice gets dropped here. CM will be knocked as well. Surfer's right on the side. I'm not too sure what he's doing there. A wild Surfer appears, and they will be able to take him down as well very, very soon. Nova, I think he will be able to get 3 kills and rack things up very, very early on. Guama is actually checking around to make sure that nobody's around here. Oh, it looks like Surfer's already given up on life.
Yes.
Dropped everything on the floor to make sure that they don't chase after him. But whatever it is, Guama will be able to finish him off. No blue eating him up.
Yep.
No explosion, no nothing that's funny of the sort. And it looks like Nova will be picking up 3 kills. This is the start that we will be looking for from Nova Esports.
Yep, Nova Esports starting off pretty good there with 3 kills. Actually able to take down Justice is a huge win for them, because Justice is also one of the C teams from Group F, I believe. If not, I'm EGF, right?
Yeah, it's EGF.
Right, so they should be EFG, sorry. So Justice is the
I just
C
agreed.
team.
I just agreed, and I was wrong as well.
Right. So actually, Justice is the C team for Group G. So Nova Esports being the C team for E, they haven't been playing too well, but able to take down a CT from another group is a huge win for them, especially losing no one and getting 3 kills. That's a great loss. I'll take that offer.
I'll take that offer as well. But we're looking at WatchMyGP, who got themselves that chicken dinner in the last round. Played fantastically to get it as well on a very small map like Sanhok. But the thing is, can they get it on a map like San Martin? No, like a map like Miramar, because a map like Miramar plays it very, very different than what Sanhok has to offer. Exactly that. It's kind of similar to Erangel, which is the circle comes. It's a very big map where the circle comes in. You have a lot of land to play with, but at the same time, in the difference, whereas you kind of choose where you want to fight, and you can choose not to fight very early on. Not like Sanhok. Sanhok, you kind of have to be forced into it. Forced. Especially in the last round where the circle was on top of 3 bridges, or 4 bridges rather, and everybody was converging onto a bridge.
And another thing about this map or Miramar is you need to use those item managements, right? You need to be aware of your items, and you need to use those smokes. Smokes are so important on this map that if you want your winner chicken dinner, at least every team should have around 6 to 8 smokes, because you sometimes you can't depend on luck, right? You need to be prepared for any situation. What if the circle? Whoa! That's some luck.
He actually flips back. How the heck did he flip back?
Like, what's the trick that motorcycles like do? Like, they one more time. All right. Like Noah's like, you are the boss at this car. So you know when motorcycles they brake with their front wheel.
Oh, the wheelie.
Wheelie, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a wheelie.
That's a wheelie in a Scooby-Doo bus, Scooby-Doo van rather. So that was kind of fun to watch, but they have to be careful, because we've seen a lot of players who kind of was driving around, got hit something on their waist, and then straight away somebody else just bounces onto them and just takes them down. So that's something you have to be careful while driving as well. It looks like he will be found by Hui here, and he's spraying him down. Just connect with a couple of shots, but that will be all Shiro. I think he should be able to just escape from this scot-free.
Back to where we're seeing, like I will say, having 8 smokes is. Like is the least for me, but some may disagree with that, with saying 6 smokes is enough. But if you want to make it, Noah Bandit just did they do it?
I think they did.
Did they do it? Like, no. All right.
Some Evil Knievel action there again. Some strategic jumping out of cars.
Yeah.
I think that's
or
what we
maybe
call it.
Crashing into something. Like we don't know. You don't know, right?
Yeah, we're not too sure about that, but
back to the game.
Yeah, they should be safe right now. He would be able to be picked up as well.
Ooh, this is a crowd circle for WMG and Cocktail. Not looking too good actually. He's gonna try to take the Scooby-Doo bus and try to get out there, and they are relocating actually. Okay, good call. I would say it's a good call if they catch up, because they have been in Scotland for quite a long time, and I think if they got enough of information, I would call that I will also do that rotate which WNG WatchMyGP is doing.
Yeah, they are trying to do so, but as it stands, there's a lot of people around, and looks like S7's William is there as well. He jumps on the car, but he'll get hit.
Yes!
Nicely done from the side of Brad there to get that shot or to get the kill with the car. And William's on the floor, wondering like, what the hell did I do wrong here? Why are you doing this to me?
I think this is the second time William is getting card.
I'm not too sure, but we have seen a lot of that in the first DS. At least a couple of players getting hit by the car. But this time around it's on Miramar, so a lot of these teams have vehicles as well. Because we were saying very early on is that sometimes it doesn't matter if the teams drop very, very far off from the circle, because usually there's a lot of cars on Miramar, and you can just get into one of it and just get yourself into the circle. So a lot of these players will kind of make cars their bunkers as well.
Yes.
It's very useful to get those cars, because it's kind of like
cars on this map can make the difference.
It's very useful as well in a two-sided way, where you can get yourself into the circle, which is very far. At the same time, you can make bunkers around you when you explode the cars as well.
And Xiaozhi being zoned. we don't see that a lot. Like I think like Nova Esports is having problem right now, and Guama also getting zoned. What's going on with? What's going on? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I don't know what's happening with Nova, but they're having a hard time trying to kill. We're having a lot of real cool kills. I think I just saw another one from RS coming in. And here we have W, Watch My Gameplay, actually trying to make it into circle. They're playing pretty passively, and this is what I'm looking for in this game, because in this map, if you play too aggressive, you're gonna get third party easily, because there's a lot of terrain. There's no cover for you either. Oh.
Oh, I know what happened. I think they crashed the car, then they couldn't get it back up.
I think, yeah.
So they're running away, trying to get into the circle. This, again, Nova, just things are turning from bad to worse for them. Hopefully, Visha will be able to get himself into the circle. It's just a little bit further up, but I don't think so. The thing is because...
The circle is already started to shrink
yeah,
again.
and he has no healing items whatsoever. Now back towards Delay and RGStar. Delay's Gaga is all alone in the situation. We do see way to champion right above that hill, so they should be able to still party as well. But Gaga exposes himself on the sides, and there it is. It's Delay's Bay who comes in for the side as well. The car just suddenly drives by. Delay with the win. Suddenly RG gets dropped here. What the heck just happened there?
Delay, like, you're right, we know how to use weapons. Car are also weapons. You pop the smoke, alright, I'm coming in hard.
That's exactly that. They came in really, really hard, and because of it, I think RG though, again, not the start they were looking for, because RG always sitting on top of or at the bottom of the second page.
Yep.
So hopefully they kind of get back to winning ways very soon, because RG, of course, one of the favorites, because last season they got themselves towards the prelims and they didn't play it fantastically at the prelims, but they got themselves there, so that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
But this time around, not too good.
All right, AG actually pretty good, looking pretty good right there. 4-man squad in a good position, so it can turn. It would like. There's nobody actually near them except Nova Monsters. So if they can keep this position, and if they can defend their territory, it's gonna be a good thing for AG, and they can like chill for a while.
Yeah, they can chill for a while. I think there's a lot of time for them to just kind of hang out, because of course this is only the third circle, so there's still how many minutes? 5 circles to go, so they're pretty safe for the meantime. But as it stands, so Fabit does get a kill up on WGC's player, so way to Champions player.
Yep.
So there should be a few fights coming in from the side of 404, and of course 404 played fantastically just now. Can they sustain the win? That's the question right now. As it stands, Cocktail getting sprayed down here, but should be able to survive. WMG in a lot of trouble here, because they have been found out by AG.
Alright, but I think WMG may not have a lot of problems, because the nurse circle just spawned in, and they are in the circle.
That's nicely done, but again, sometimes the teams converge in. As I say that again, Vortex gets dropped by the side of 404, so a lot of this plays from way to champion, just losing players left and right, and then they're left with Snake all alone in a 1v3 situation between them and 404. 404 should be able to win this fight, but Snake is in behind the car, as well as behind a small hill there, making it almost impossible for them to get to him. Either that, or they have to push in a little bit further and throw the grenade in, and Dodgy will be eliminated here at 14th place.
And here we have the circle. You see the circle is ended up on the northern side. For 404 right now, in the situation they are in, they need to try to get out as soon as they could, and they do that, and let's see if they can get out without being sprayed down. And also everyone is trying to get in there, but someone is just Kenny, are you okay? Are you okay, Kenny? Kenny, are you okay?
He was in the car. Suddenly he came out and was like,
like
maybe the car smells, I think.
Yes, the song says, alright. Never mind, let's try again. And they're in, and they're
out. Oh, Adele and Taram both getting destroyed here while they pass through PQ. Nicely done. Marauders gets eliminated here while they were driving around.
Alright, so that was it for Maroon. PQ right here trying to third party or long range, maybe giving a little bit pressure, but I will say that not the best thing you can do in this circle, because if you can easily get third party, you need to choose to take the fight that you can take, and one car, it's not enough bunker for you, and they're bailing. And JUPLAY here, JUPLAY is playing, I would say, consistently. They already got 3 kills under their name, as S7 being eliminated in 11th place. WMG, watch my gameplay again in a good position because they are in the circle, and the one that can have a little bit pressure on them so far is JUPLAY. If JUPLAY is going to take that compound, and I think JUPLAY is not that stupid, because taking a like a full squad, yeah, it's pretty dangerous and it's pretty risky. Again, trying to lower your risk and trying to increase your chances. Yes, increase your chances is the key for JUPLAY, because even though they're playing pretty good, but JUPLAY still hasn't got any winner chicken dinner yet for themselves, so they are going for that. Here we have GoodBoy, which they lost 2 of their members early on in the game, so they are going to play that placement point strategy. So they are going to try to stick to the map, but the thing is, they need to get in there if they really want to get out of there. Here we have Delay actually going with against 404. Delay not in the best position they can ever ask for, but Gaga getting sprayed down a little bit. He's going for the energy drink, but Delay looking good because level 3 helmet and the levels 2 West is pretty good. JUPLAY actually being able to third party one of 404's member, but actually 404 also got a grenade onto, I think, who would it fighting with?
I'm not too sure. I think it's DNM. I might be getting that wrong. But JUPLAY is right across them. They should be able to fight this on 4-4 in very good position. Delay is the one that we're talking about. So Delay is right now. Yuanling has been dropped. GoodBoys Shaq pretty much alive here. I'm not too sure how, but he survives for the meantime. But he has been spotted out by the rest of Delay, and they should be able to take him down while he's moving around. But PQ is coming in hot, all inside one of the Scooby-Doo cars. And it should be sprayed upon, and a lot of damage done towards them. They are on the road. They're out in the open. They should be sprayed upon, but now they're hiding it off. The car explodes, and both of them will be knocked on the floor here.
Alright, so back to Kaya right here. He's popping those smokes, and I think they are looking for a revenge, actually. John Wick with an AWM. Where did he get that? And John Wick, he is with one knockdown also onto actually JUPLAY again. Great play. John Wick with another one onto WMG. Man, John Wick is popping everybody and is making game and life hard for everybody in this game.
Yeah, he just doesn't know when to stop, does he? Because every single time he does it, he always follows up with another kill towards the other side. So he actually suppresses 2 teams at the same time. Now PQ has been picked up, or this spin has been picked up. Oh no, actually Kill is still very much alive. His team is on the floor. They should be going down very soon. It looks like Shaq is thinking twice about going in for this fight. If he has a nade, he can throw it in. So it looks like he's going to throw a smoke instead to buy himself some time. And he should be good to go here, I think. But no, he's getting shot. He's very, very low. He should be able to use a first aid. But once he uses it, he will be exposed. So he's hiding out behind the smoke. Will be able to use a first aid. Especially because after the smoke blooms, he will be able to be safe behind it.
But the circle is closing in. He needs to make his move fast. Either flank or either leave. There's only one choice, or else you're gonna get eaten by the blue. And here he goes. He sees one. He goes for the first spray, but there's also one more left. Is he going to make it? He does make it, and he does get the kill onto PQ. Great gameplay for Shock right there, but he is alone right now. And if he's going the way it is, he's going for I think that's 404 and a deadly squad actually right now. But here's the thing, even though Arrow 404 can make those frags down, they have a problem with positioning and playing consistently. They don't know. I'm saying a little bit rude, but they're taking every fight they can find, which is not too good in this situation. But right now they're chilling a little bit. They're slowing their pace down, and I think that's the thing to do, because they're also in the circle. They need to take those. They don't need to take early on fights. But Delay here in not the best position he can be, but he was able to take down TMG from Justice. He's going to throw the spray, and Delay getting actually sprayed down by Fabit, but I think he's gonna be able to be recovered because he's like there's a lot of heal. Again, this map needs a lot of smokes, and we've seen a lot of smokes play coming in, a lot of covers, but we are going to see a lot more as we see the circle actually spawning in Watch My Gameplay's favor. But the thing is, they got 4 for a row just behind him. So normally 4 for a row is going to push on and does push on, and we have a fight against WMG and 404. So here we go.
So they will be fighting it out. John Wick has been dropped here. It looks like AG is pushing onto a JUPLAY as well. JUPLAY are not playing it a little bit more passive as he and now have been dropped. A couple of nades come flying out. Will not be able to connect. One inside behind the tree lines as well, who is very, very low because he just got picked up. That nade does a bit of damage against Mao, but he's still very much safe here. He's going to try and push in as it says. This is very dangerous because AG is pushing in as well. They're getting sandwiched here by 2 teams as John Wick finally gets finished off there. AG still pushing in as along with 4-4. Where are they? Delays there. It's not the third party, but Delay is getting third party as well. You shouldn't be fighting AG because AG is very strong in this position because JUPLAY right now is fighting it off against AG. But the nade comes flying out. It's actually Kao gets dropped here in this situation. Delay has the advantage to just run away from him and they will be able to do so. But no, they're getting closer towards AG in this situation. Kaya coming in from the side. They're not inside the circle just yet. Now they're coming in. They should be able to get into the circle where Kaya is going to push in right straight through.
Alright, so right now, Delay in a bad position, and they have one man standing, and another one, which is Kaye, being old road drum. But he is in the circle. What he needs to do is decide, are they go for the play, or are they back it off and try to go for the placement point. But again, it is very hard to actually hide inside. And we see JUPLAY actually is going to commit, but if they commit, it may end up badly because AG right here have the positioning, better positioning, and we see another grenade coming in actually from Watch My Gameplay onto John Wick. John Wick is still not dead, but he's taking those damages anyway. Yeah. All right.
Non-stop getting knocked here for John Wick. He's in a lot of trouble, but Young is one of the better players coming in for AG. Sound will survive that fight between him and Ben, but somehow Hui has been dropped here. Ben's been dropped as well. Both of them on their knees, leaving one all alone. Along with Mao. Mao still there, coming in from the sides as well. Mao does a bit of damage, but in from the sides, actually they're pushing in onto AG. Young all alone, Young out the open. But Young survives for the meantime. Will be knock, but no, he's done and dusted. AG will be dropped here at 6th place.
And Xuan quickly going on to Hui, trying to revive Hui, and I think they're gonna make it. But here we have Delay. Delay left all alone. If he saw the statics coming in, I think it's a good time for him to third party, but he does not gonna take that risk. And we see again Godless taking down 404 Fabit. We have a war between 404 and 404, not in the best situation they can get. The best thing is 404 right now to pop up the smoke and take the fight now or never. And John Wick does get taken down by Barrett for a headshot, and Korea here throwing that grenade, and the grenade, if that grenade is going to connect, it can be a game changer, and it does connect.
Oh my lord, Brett gets dropped there. They're still fighting it out, but at the same time, WMG is just firing on all cylinders everywhere.
Oh, he goes for commitment.
But
One's down.
They have to push
Two's
out.
Down.
So because of it, they will be sprayed
more.
very, very fast, and one by one, they drop like flies. We are left with 8 teams as Godless sprays them down.
All right, we're left with 5 teams being actually 4-4 being eliminated in 5th place. Again, item management, right? If you got smoked that way, it could be ended up in a way better situation for you.
We will be found upon leaving Juan all alone, and Juan will be finished off as well. JUP are out of here, and they are done and dusted as 4th place, and they will be leaving us very, very fast.
And this may be the game for Watch My Gameplay to take a back-to-back winner chicken dinner. They're on left with 1, 2, 3 more teams, which Royal Squad again, someone's there, right? DelayNoMore with 1 more player, and Watch My Gameplay 4 players. So
and we know how good the Royal Squad is when we're playing all alone, but WMG's Godless has been dropped here by DelayB. They want to push in here, but he's all alone. Can he really push them down? It looks like RSC will be dropped and finished off as well. 1v3 situation between Delay and WatchMyGP. He should be gone very, very soon. He has found it out, and WatchMyGP will be taking in the second winner chicken dinner of the day.
It's a back-to-back winner chicken dinner. So again, congratulations to Watch My Gameplay, and not a lot of kills. You can see they are playing passively, not a lot of kills. So they got 8 kills in total, followed by Delay with, oh my god, Delay got a lot of kills with 11 kills, and RS with 2 kills, and that was it for top 3. And let's take a look at the highlights.
Yes, there it is.
Noah Xiaozhi, Noah actually not like I think that's a failure that shouldn't happen. I think the car got flipped over, and that was it for them. And here we have Nova Monsters actually taking 2 of members of GoodBoy early on in the games. We have NoMore Charger here starting off with a pretty good start, taking 2 players, and that was pretty fun actually to watch from my gameplay.
Yep, so now we're back with Delay as well. Delay played fantastically to get themselves into the last circle, but unfortunately, of course, we do not see them winning it as well. So because they will be left, or they were left with 1 player at the end of it. So that's one of the things that they kind of have to rectify. They get themselves into the last circle, but they just don't get enough people there. That's one of the things that you kind of have to fix. Now we're looking at GroupBoy, who kind of just 1v2'd that situation and clutched it out to get a double kill. That's a spray down, nicely done from him, and he gets himself a double kill out of it, although he was left all alone.
Yep, and we are still looking. Yeah,
back to JUPLAY. JUPLAY played fantastically as well, getting 4th place. But again, JUPLAY is one of the teams that we were thinking that it might be performing better in the semifinals, although albeit they have been playing very, very quiet here.
Alright, so back to JUPLAY right here. JUPLAY also, they were able actually to hold on to their territory pretty well, ending up with 7 kills. Here we have 4-4 with also 7 kills in total, but the thing is they had no smokes, I believe. So item management does come up a lot in this map. You need those smokes, you need those cars, you need everything that you can get. Trying to loot and early on in the games is so important on this map, especially smokes.
Yeah.
Try to get as much as smokes as you can, because you are going to need them everywhere, like, because there's no cover behind you normally. If it ends up in terrain, you need cover for left and right, because there's a lot of terrains, there's a lot of elevations, and there's a lot of ways that you can get backstep, or you can get flank, or you can get rush, and the most thing is you can easily get third party. And even though you don't get all of those, which 404 didn't get a lot, is you can easily you can have a hard time actually maneuvering or rotating or trying to push in, because there is no cover at all for you to push.
But the thing is, I think although they might have the smokes for it, I think not the management of it, the deployment of it is something to be desired as well, because sometimes they have the smokes but they just can't deploy it, because usually we see the Southeast Asian teams, they kind of know how, they kind of have a specialist in terms of throwing smokes. They have the third person who's very good. Whenever the first person gets taken out, he just throws the smoke. But here is the standings for match number 3, WatchMyGP, with another winner chicken dinner, placing them at first place with 28 points, and at 25 points it will be DelayNoMore coming in second place. JUPLAY team gets themselves up in the top 3, albeit they were not the best looking team, but they will be there with 15 points. 404 Errors follow suit with 14 points. Royal Squad winner, our winner for the last couple of rounds, will be there as well at number 5. We see AsiaGaming in there as well, mixed up with 8 points. At number 6, Justice is there, finally getting onto the first page with 7 points. Nova Monster with 7 points as well.
Alright, let's take a look on the second page. Second page on first, we have GoodBoys with a total of 6 points, making their Nova Esports. 3 points is all they got, and they're gonna end up with total points of 4 points. Dodgy right there with 3 points. Pubg with 3 points. S7 1 point. Marauders away to champion. RGStar all with 1 point.
Ooh. Yeah, a lot to be desired on the second page, but we will be looking at the overall standings. JUPLAY still at number 1 with 91 points. That's 16 ahead of 4-4 Arrow, and there's a lot more things that they need to do here. Although they've got themselves 91 points, but somehow they hasn't gotten themselves a chicken dinner. But 404 Arrow follow suit as well. No chicken dinner for them as well. 75 points. WatchMyGP with 2 winner chicken dinners, only at 69. No Mercy with 2 winner chicken dinners, only at 67. Somehow the winner chicken dinners are not getting them enough points to beat JUPLAY team. As you can see, Nova Esports is there as well, 66 points. AsiaGaming at number 6 with 1 chicken dinner. Dyke Dynasty with number 7 with 1 chicken dinner of their own, but they have dropped a spot. Rose Esports is there at 52nd place with number 8.
Alright, so on the second page we have Nova Monster Shield, ended up in ninth place with 49, dissenting a little bit. DelayNoMore catching up with 48 points, 1 point of difference between ninth place and 10th place. Royal Squad was 14 points with 1 winner chicken dinner. pretty good. Dodgy right there with 37, Unicorn Gaming 36, Noman 35, SNG 33, S7 28. And let's take a look at the next page,
Yeah,
which
the
is
danger page.
Danger
RGStar is still up there. They haven't moved a single spot. They're still at number 17 with 21 points. Ghost Esports follow suit with 25 as well. Same points as them. Justice with 18 points. Justice, of course, unsafe here, although they looked pretty good in the first week of the group stages. Now, CQ Team is follow suit with 17 points. PUBGQAZ of PQ with 16 points. Marauders is in there. They played fantastically in the last couple of games, but only 60 points. GroupBoys with 16 and Way 2 Champion with only 7 points in totality after 3 games.
After 3 games, you get 7 points. That means you got what? 2 11 planes to 16 points and one 10th place. Yeah.
Or you got 11 to 16 3 times in a row, and then you got 4 kills in between that. So
yeah,
that's one of the things as well. So the numbers tells a story, but kind of a sad story here for a lot of these teams at the back end, especially RGStar. Again, we're looking at RGStar because they were the favorites in the last season, but this time around they're not looking too great. Hopefully they can rectify things very soon because they have one more game going into this day, and hopefully they will be seeing more of them. We will be going for a short break. When we return, we'll be Erangel after this.
Your game, Vivo V15 series, Vivo.
Moment to get all of those skills towards your favor.
And actually those grenades did get... Oh, great!
Oh my god,
that's a great
what a
shot. This fight, yes, we get a fight.
We get a drive-by here, S7 along with Rose, but Rose looks like they're getting the better of it as they jump out of the car. They want to take this fight. S7's players are just dropping. They're very, very low and they're trying to get in between the building, but they get dropped. Scorpion saw that's left inside the car, but he just doesn't want to stop fighting here against Unicorn Gaming. And Unicorn Gaming is now our number 2 or last week's number 2 team. And right now it looks like they do not want to stop fighting as well. Unicorn Gaming nailing one great grenade as well. They want to follow it up with a couple of shots. Seeing Kang's coming in from the side along with another player, but they're all very low right now. Getting shot from together, leaving Kang all alone. They've only lost Hao Chang. The rest of them are still standing here very, very strong. Ryan even goes in for the hit. Kang coming in from the side as well. He's hiding inside the house for the meantime. He's still left with Ryan here. It looks like a good grenade, but will he be able to connect? He does a lot of damage, and look at that! Double kill for him with the grenade, and then that will be all Shiro as Coco can push out if he wants to take this fight.
Right, he's trying to revive his teammate and
Oh my
grenade!
god, the grenade coming in for Unicorn Gaming, just crisp.
Yeah, Mulligan, and he's going for the play. Coco drops down. His team, another team gonna hear that. They know he's here. He's gonna get flanked from left and right. He goes for the first drop. He does get that first drop. He turns around. He very gets that kill. He drops another one. Can he drop the third one? He gets the third one! One more to go! One more to go! He gets
Holy
that!
crap!
Wow!
Coco wins the place. 1v4. You cannot take him down. He's just a beast. 1v4. That was nuts, AJ.
That was mass.
Both of these
Cover for
teams.
now.
Both these teams had a pretty poor game 2.
Oh boy.
XG and Cream, so neither of these teams are going to want to go out
This is about to
early.
be so rough for Brazilian killers. IN. Are they
IN
actually giving it up? The
They might
timing,
think-
they might just be leaving here. This may well turn out in Brazilian killers' favor. They're about to start coming across.
And then it's all over for you.
Jonathan so far has been very bloody strong. What are you playing at, mate? Okay, never mind. Not the
Very
greatest.
weak. He went for the
Yeah, I like snowmobiles on this map. They feel very comfortable to drive, so that's good. Stick to the ground. Oh, my
talking
lord.
about comfortable to drive. Tempo, trying to go for that 360 barrel roll.
She's alright.
5 points because they did stick the landing.
Gasher up the stairs. Does find the knock. Refrag from Unique's teammates. Kitsune looking directly through the window. A really strong play here.
2 downs, very low HP, and he goes. Doesn't get the knock. Hang
Actually
on a
gets
minute.
him. How's he survived through that?
Unique, they're really on the ropes now, but finally.
Spraying down on actually.
And
they're going for it. Is this going to be execution? Yes, Iraqi Elite is
Oh,
going
he
for
gets
it.
hit by the
and-
car. Quiet falls.
Rivalry could go ahead there at the end of the game if it continues on. S7 at the moment, 4 kills in the bag. Oh, you're sliding. Ooh. All right. He made it into the water eventually.
Yep, nope, we're fine. Nope, they're still falling in. All right, well.
Welcome back to the PMCO PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split. It's the Wildcard Semifinals. My name is Win, along with AJ will be your casters for the day. And thanks again for joining us, and thanks to our title sponsor Vivo. And play PUBG Mobile with the Vivo V15 Pro because it brings you more immersive, more powerful, more outstanding performance. And here comes the glorious chicken dinner. And if you do like the stream, remember to click that like, subscribe button, and of course the notifications as well, because there will not just be 1, 2 or 3, but there will be 6 other leagues being played right here on this very stream.
And also, if you want to play PUBG Mobile, easily go on Google Play or App Store, download it, and start your day with a winner chicken dinner.
Yep, that's it. Start your day with that. It's a fresh day. It's a new start for a lot of these teams, especially for Group G, which are playing right now for the first time in the semifinals. But it looks like they're dominating again. The Group E is having a lot of problems here.
Yeah, Group E is having a lot of troubles. Nova Esports, oof, last round, getting 3 points in total. Not the best you can ever get, right?
Yeah. And the rest
I
of them,
think 4-4 is catching up.
4-4 is being better, right?
Like, because 4-4 ended up last in, like, barely making it into the semifinals. So like 4-4 was panicking when the last day of game was played, because they were so close being eliminated. But right now, I'm pretty happy that they didn't get eliminated, because they are killing it. They are showing us some awesome frags coming in and awesome gameplays. But the thing about 4-4, they need a little bit experience on smokes, especially on smokes, and a little bit experience on item management. If they can get those things right, they can step one step higher on their gameplay. Another thing is, if they want to improve more, they need to learn actually from Nova Esports, right? If you guys do see Nova plays, you can see them always moving as a bunker.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
But we will be going into Erangel. All things aside, it will be a very, very OG map where everybody knows how to play it.
Yep.
Don't have to use a lot of smokes or a lot of flashes and all that flashy stuff, but you need to know how to play the game, and it starts with Erangel. So we will be going to our match number 4 of the second day of the Wildcard Semifinals, and hopefully a lot of these teams go surprises as well, because WatchMyGP has surprises with 2 winner chicken dinners back to back in game number 2 and game number 3.
We haven't seen any team to get back to back winner chickens. Win, do you think it's possible?
With the way WatchMyGP has been playing, I think it's way possible.
Way possible. Like, watch my gameplay right now. Think why are they winning? Like, they know how to get into circle, and they know how to choose a good placement, right? Choosing point is, as we think, it's an easy thing, but it is one of the most hardest things to do, because sometimes you may want to choose the place, and the thing is, the place you want to go the most may be taken. So after that, what you're gonna do? Are you going to engage and try to take it down? Is it worth it, or is it not? And trying to flank it around, and if you like go around, what's the second place you're gonna choose? And if the second place is also taken, what you're gonna do? Are you going to back to the first place and engage on them, or you're gonna engage on the second team, or you're gonna keep going and finding the third place? I think Watch My Gameplay is doing that thing that we just talked about great.
So it looks like they have the positioning. They know how to position themselves. Yep. They know how to get into better locations, as well as choose the fights that which they have to kind of take away from. So I think that's one of the things that they have to, or they have rectified very soon, or they have rectified sooner than later, right?
Yep.
Because WMG or WatchMyGP, or you can call it Watch My Gameplay, just played it fantastically in the first or the second and the third game, getting us a back-to-back winner chicken dinners. But it's because it's due to what AJ is saying, is that the positioning is very good. They know how to take the fights which they have to take very early on. It's either they flee from that fight, or they return for the same location. But the decision making is crisp and on point. But right now, you look at 404 found themselves in the same compound with JUPLAY, and JUPLAY, look at Bando. Bland is a little bit further behind, but in from the front is John getting dropped very fast from John Wick, who is one of the better players coming in the 404 squad. John Wick will be able to finish off and test down Juan, and not John Juan. I wanted to say John Juan then. He's not Mexican. So Juan will be dropped, and look at that, Juan will be dropped as well. Slowly but surely, JUPLAY is losing player, bleeding them out left, right, and center. MR is at the bottom side. He has actually saw the fight going on, and he's like, I don't want to fight this off. I don't want to be part of this. I'm gonna bail.
I think that's a better like choice to do, especially like after like normally fighting on early on the game, the team who wins can easily end up with a lot of loot because well somebody just like deliver post for him, right? But right now for secure the positioning, but look at Hui right there, staying alone and chilling like. I'm gonna get a revenge on you guys.
There's no way he's gonna get any revenge. 1v4, he should be going down soon because as soon as they spot him, gonna spray him down. But again, back to Marauders, who was there around the map, around them as a Vernie, and then was like, okay, as soon as he saw the fight, they were like, I do not want to partake in this situation at all. I'm bailing out of here very quickly.
I think like MR did the only thing that they can do, and it was the best choice right there because Hui was actually no weapons at all. Oh, this is dangerous for him. This is dangerous. Like he's begging and he's hoping that that 4-4 doesn't come in. If they do, like he has no chance at all.
Yeah, it looks like they might be picking up their third kill of the match because again, as you said, that Hui has no weapon and does not have a route to kind of escape from. The car has been taken by Marauders as well, so he has no vehicles as well to get into, if I'm not mistaken. So that will be a lot of problems coming in for Hui very soon. But it looks like they're thinking that JUPLAY, the rest of JUPLAY might have evacuated the place, so they will not be looking for them. But as it stands, back to Pochinki, where Justice is with WMG or WatchMyGameplay, but WatchMyGameplay is towards the southern side of the map, and who was that again? Towards the towards the northern side of the map. I'm kind of getting confused here.
JUPLAY and MR.
Yeah, they are towards the Severino.
Or Justice.
Inside, yeah, Justice.
Justice.
I kind of forgot. I wanted to see JUPLAY. I'm like Justice. Wait, Justice. Right. So Justice is bailing out as well. So a lot of these teams have made the decision very early on. So they do not want to fight.
So I think what is happening, like everybody wants to play a little bit passiver. So they end up when everybody wants to play passive, they end up going to the passive locations that they think the other teams are not going to go. So end up actually a lot of people and a lot of teams going into each other. So everybody's bailing out. For example, MR and JUPLAY and actually 404. I think all of them wanted to play the passive because the route actually wasn't a route for you to go actually in Severny. And you got a lot of teams on Severny, but for example, Way to Champions, like, alright, we want to go to some place with a lot of person, but they got actually to a hot spot with no one there, and military base is also empty. So yeah, no one's like trying to get a fight for themselves.
Yeah, exactly that. That's very weird because Pochinki was had two teams inside it. Shelter has nobody as well, which is kind of the safer place for you to kind of jump into, especially because it's underground. So because of it, I think they won't be fighting very soon. 404 for Rabbit. Average heal 99.4. That's actually
that's low. That's low.
Yeah, that's actually quite low. So again, maybe he's one of the players we were saying yesterday that the heal, whenever the average heal is very low, it means that this person is actually out front, close and personal, playing against the opponents, or he's playing further behind that that's the last guy.
Yeah, there's two ways because I think Fabit is one of the players who likes to play pretty behind, and he's more like a support. And John Wick actually being the one of the frontliners, we see him always on the front line, and we see that's the reason also we're seeing John Wick dropping a lot because I think if you play aggressive, right? If you play aggressive, you get John Wick here with the average shield was 129. So yeah, I think John Wick is the one you said applies the first you said on him, right?
Yeah, he kind of plays it out front.
Every damage of
oh my lord, that's at least 4 kills or at least 2 knocks and 2 kills.
Yeah, 2 knocks and 2 kills normally. So in that situation, and about the thing with for John Wick is either you see him dropping early on or you see him killing. That's the two things you can see from John Wick.
Yeah, even though he gets knocked, we saw that in the last game where he got knocked 3 times in succession, but somehow everybody was able to pick him back up. So that's one of the things that you kind of look forward to because the rest of the teams are playing around John Wick. That's one of the things that you can do inside PUBG Mobile as well, is that play around your teammate who you think is the better player or the better shooter, and then just try to res him up. Try to have somebody who can smoke him out as well. Try to have somebody who drives the vehicle for him.
Oh, someone's waiting.
Okay, now my blue is just right in the middle of nowhere. Like, he actually wants to turn back. This is really smart from blue. He actually dodges them, tries to go for the drift, but they're chasing onto him. If he hits, if he hits the tree, he will be done. And that's why what a headshot! To connect and they destroy the car. And it's actually John Wick as well. As we speak of the devil, John Wick is back and striking down.
John Wick, I think like he's gonna be one of the most favorite players because first the name is easy to remember, and he's not bluffing, right?
Yeah.
He's like I'm pretty like John Wick. I can get those kills. I can make those damages. I'm like a fake. I'm not a fake one. So yeah, he's gonna like at least. He is one of our favorites right now.
Yeah, putting that into consideration, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the first or the second game that he got himself 9 kills in totality inside that game. They didn't win it. They got third place, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they got third place, if I'm not mistaken. But he got himself 9 kills in that game, and he was knocked twice, if I'm not mistaken. Last game he was knocked 3 times. He didn't get as much kills, but he still did a lot for the team.
Again, I think 4-4 is playing much better than on group stages because the thing is not dropping frags, right? They were also dropping frags. I think they got They got 50 frags in total on group stages, but you see, dropping frags alone is not. Oh my God, this is going to be
party. Ooh,
that's a lot.
Joey comes in from the side. It's actually DDS inside the house. PQ is getting dropped inside outside of the compound. Looks like 4-4 wants to go and fight it. Look at the spray down coming in for John Wick. Will be able to drop by very, very low in terms of HP, and now they're bailing out of that. It looks like they want to take the side of the hill here to kind of drop down, and they want to heal up or refuel in the vehicle. Okay, they're refueling up, so I think they might be going in for round number 2. Actually, the car doesn't want to stop here.
Yep. So here's the thing, the circle is a little bit far. If they are going to cross the river, they're gonna abandon one of their vehicle, and what do you don't want? And someone just got a little bit elimination on them.
That's a Mike Tyson punch out there.
Yep.
We'll be able to get that kill, so it will be DDS still holding on towards this compound. It looks like 4-4 does not want to engage anytime soon, I think, because they have to drop down towards the side of the hill, refuel their cars, and it means that they will be going on very, very far off. They're still there though, as you can see towards the edge of the camera or the edge of our detail here.
I want to say this straight. I'm so afraid that like right now 4-4 wants to take that fight. I feel like 4-4 like, should we take that fight? John Wick's like, yeah. You know, like the captain is like, no. John Wick, please. I want to take that fight. I want more kills. Like, but like it's the right thing for actually for just to wait for DDS to leave this part, because you don't want to take early on fight onto the you don't want to take early on fight. And right now we have AG Can I pronounce it like that?
I think that's how you pronounce it. But you have to pronounce it with bravado, right? You can't say you say
Average damage actually was 217, 2 kills, more or less, so 1 knock and 1 kill. I think it's good. I think it's acceptable. And we see the next circle coming in. We have JUPLAY on the north side of Jordan Hole also trying to make it in. AG also coming in. John Wick with his teammates are also coming in from Rosehawk. And I think this is pretty...
Okay, it looks like B has been dropped. The delay is fighting
so
off
close.
along with Nova Monsters. A lot of nades being thrown from the east of the sides, but it looks like they will be able to pick up B as well. Nova Monsters sit inside this one compound. Shiran's coming in from the side. Shiran's going to go for a very long flank here. He gets himself behind them. So far, so good. He's going to turn his turn, and he gets down out of the car. He should be able to get a kill up on B as well. B doesn't know it just yet. And in from the side, Shiran sees them. Will be able to spray them down with the MK14. Sorry, the Mini 14. Should be able to get a couple of bullets in, but they're bailing out of that fight very, very fast now. They're putting themselves into the car. They're stepping on the gas, and they should be able to flee out of the fight.
And I think like if Shiran landed at a couple of shots, it would make a huge difference. But unfortunately, he missed a lot of those shots. And again, in this game, sometimes missing shots and making mistakes are unforgivable. We don't forgive them. other teams don't forget them.
The Nova Monsters aim locker has been dropped here in this situation. Another player, Adi, has been dropped to half HP as well. So they're in a lot of trouble here. Shiran rejoins the fight. It looks like Delay will be stopping here. It looks like they want to take this fight as well. Yelling still watching it towards his 6, making sure that there's no flank as well. And it looks like they're bailing out of this fight. They shouldn't even have to fight Nova Monsters because Nova Monsters is right smack inside a compound and it's very dangerous for him to fight that off. I mean, look at where Hui is. He's all alone here. He has a couple of heals, but he should be going down very soon in this blue side because he's at the top of Dodgeable.
Yep.
The circle's at the bottom, so he has gonna make haste, but I don't think he has any more heals for him to expand. So I think again he will be going down.
Yeah, I think he got certain advantages. I think because it's the first 2 circles, it doesn't hurt that much. So I think he's gonna make it. I think that's enough.
Yeah, hopefully he makes it because you might believe. I do not. I'm a little bit skeptical. I think.
All right. Oh, John Wick getting actually third party. I think is that MR. Yeah, MR is actually third party. If you guys remember, MR actually landed in the same place with 4-4. So yeah, trauma is a bit.
I think here the back. John Wick gets shot here a little bit. Will be able to flee from this fight. They got themselves into one compound. They're checking it out, making sure that nobody's in there. They should be safe for now. And again, there's a few teams that are in and around the circle already. As you can see, PQ is actually outside. S7's Erangel is actually outside as
that
well.
That grenade does connect onto Tarana. Great grenade. It was like straight on it.
Can they finish the job though? Again, they're putting themselves on the back foot here, but they're taking fights which they shouldn't be taking. But as it stands, they have the advantage going into this Taran's out in the open. They should be able to test him down, and they will be able to get that kill up with Taran. But the rest of them are still out in the open. It doesn't seem like GoodBoys can take this fight because both of these teams are quite exposed. As you can see, there's another team coming in from the north side as well. That's actually RG Monster, or yeah, RG Monster is all alone there.
Yep.
So the rest of them are still fighting it off. MR Marauders inside one small hut. GoodBoys can just nail them to the floor if they want to take this fight. But GoodBoys is actually bailing out of it, going towards the eastern side, sorry, the western side of the map, and it should be safe for now.
The thing about this map, actually GoodBoys is doing a pretty good job right now. The thing about this map is trying to establish a line of defense for your team, right? Try to claim a territory on this map. If you don't claim a territory, you can easily get actually flanked. So there's a lot of cover, there's a lot of positioning, there's a lot of actually everything in this map because it's so easy to camp your way into this circles. It's not easy, but it's easier than other maps. But thing, if you are in a situation which your part of the map is crowded, you need to establish a line of defense and establish a thing called territory. Alright, if you know this team, if you want this territory, you need to defend it. So you separate your team and trying to fight off everyone who tries to come in, and mostly putting a little bit pressure on the team who wants to come here. And if they do commit, you call into cavalry for your teammates. And we have the circle just announced. So this circle is looking great for Justice.
Yeah,
it's
quite right smack in the middle of everything. We can see RG Monsters a little bit outside. DDS is out there as well. PQ has been eliminated here, but the rest of them are heading towards that direction. We do see still a couple of teams towards the southern side. It's actually AG who has CSC who is still alive here. We have RS outside, very very far off from the circle, but they should be able to get back in. JUPLAY towards the western side, 404 as well. Along with Justy, we have Jup Hui who is all alone here outside as well. The rest of them are still towards the more western side of the map.
Yeah, north.
Oh, they're getting into the car. Might be a mistake here as Monster gets dropped very, very quickly. Blue will get that kill off him and will test him down as well. RG is losing players that shouldn't be losing in this situation as Monster gets dropped. And Hui, who is all alone here in the car, has been spotted out, will be blown up as well, or at least didn't blow up, but he was taken down, yeah, dropped to his knees, and he's stuck inside a rock and a hard place. One can't really test him down, so he will just bleed to death. There's actually Seaweed coming in for the KS as well, so he will not be getting that kill.
Alright, so right now this circle is going to be a deadly circle because it's already 16 minutes into the game. We still have 16 teams and 50 alive. So we are going to see a lot of engagement happening so far. And you see actually RS committing a little bit to this place. There was a because
AGC one player inside. CSC is actually inside the hut. Someone gets the first kill. Ponchik doesn't know what to do now. He will be able to pick up his friend. I think should be doing now. He has to go in for the fight first. He goes in, spring, but he will be taken out. No! He will be able to take down CSC, and with that will be all she wrote for AG.
But I'm gonna say it straight, that grenade. Yeah, why did that happen? why did that happen? That should go in. If you're like 2 feet away, right?
Yeah.
You weren't under a lot of pressure because your teammate was basically giving a little pressure. But again, we see a couple of cars going into WTC. I think that's JUPLAY is going to play against WTC. But right here, we're back to Nova. Nova was 4-man squads. They are establishing lineup to Hussein. So we are back to the fight scene and there's only one person alive on Justice.
Clue is all that's left. He will be found upon. They will be spraying him from behind, and he's done and dusted as well. So he's gone. WTC will win that fight.
And Justice got eliminated in 15th place. WTC only losing 1. I think normally that's not the best deal we can take. But under the circumstances, which is already 18 minutes into the game, and you are in the circle and you secure the compound from a team which played pretty good, which is Justice, I'll take that bet and I'll take that offer. Again, we're back to the circle with 4-4 right here. John Wick, I think he just saw GoodBoys. He's going to for the spray down. He takes a little bit damage, but was actually
DDS coming in from the side. This is very dangerous though, because he has 3 teams right here right now trying to fight him off. The rest of GoodBoys is actually further behind, but DDS, the tongue has been dropped, and behind it looks like he wants to pick him back up. 4-4 across the fields, and they are looking at DDS right now. Dodgy in a lot of trouble as Shaq finally will be finished out by CEO, will be taking that kill. But the rest of them are still getting sprayed. Good shot coming in from Seaweed though. I think CEO might be dropped here, but he's still alive. Maybe should be he's on the side, but his HP is very, very low. He's actually very low. Look at that. He's at the rate HP as well.
Alright, so we got 2 teams fighting against each other. One is DDS and 4-4. They both made it into the next circle, but the next circle is going to trick in 40 seconds, and both of these teams are pretty far away. So the thing is either to try to get out of here fast with those smokes that they're spreading, or go into the fight, or else you're gonna have a hard time getting into that next circle. And John Wick
gets tested down, not really tested down, but knocked down on his knees. He will be tested down. Maybe should be as DDS can commit to this fight, because 404 is left with 3 players here down towards the side of the map. But DDS has to be careful because they have a lot of smokes and they have no vision going into it, and there's a car exactly that is right smack in the middle of it as well.
Alright, DDS may be committing to this fight, but again, second thoughts come in. I was like, no, not the best idea, because he doesn't know what's going to happen behind the smoke, so he's not taking it, and the circle has started to shrink. Both 4-4 and DDS are going to make a run for it, especially John Wick. John Wick is not in the best situation for him. They're going straight into open field, which both of these teams can easily get third party by...
Look at that though, he exposes himself a little bit. Fabric sees and knows where he's at. Looks like the rest of them can really push out, but DDS in a lot of trouble. 404 CO has been dropped in this situation. It looks like he will be tested down as well. They're left with 2 players still alive. John Wick getting knocked down as well. 2 players still standing here. Seaweed getting seen upon it, but from the side, Fabric gets dropped very, very quickly by Seaweed here. Man, he's pushing into the blue as well. He's leaving that guy to bleed to death. The rest of them are getting into the car. He's going in for the fight as well. It looks like they will be able to free him. Fabric's just bleeding it out. DDS Seaweed is being left all alone to his own devices for the meantime. Back towards Nova Monsters against WMG, or we made Watch My Gameplay. And S7 Williams behind that. He can be the gatekeeper, but no, they will be able to destroy DDS right now. And Aim Locker right now, and WMG still inside the small hut. They should be found out by Surfer coming in from the sides now. He will be spotted out. He was jiggling his way around. Mario is all that's left behind him. So you will be able to pick him up if they have a couple of smokes here, but eliminated his JUPLAY team right now. Surfer will be able to get one. He will be able to fight this off. His Mario drops down very, very low in the situation. He has a line outside to Seaweed, but he can't really save Surfer because Surfer is leading and out of the blue as well. So he can't really push in. It's exactly that, because the blue is hitting it up inside.
And he goes for the kill. Boss does. They taking down. Actually, third party by MR. Right now, S7 is up alone. Oh no, he has 2 teammates, but I'm not seeing that second player. Nova Monster 4-man squad. Watch My Gameplay 4-man squad over here. Actually, for Watch My Gameplay in this position, not the best position you can get, because you have not a lot of covers and you're easy to get fired upon. WTC winning that fight and winning that compound for them, but losing 1 player, I think that's a good deal for them. And Marauders here, finally we see them making into the last circles and top 5. In this situation, what's your bet, Win?
My bets on Nova Esports because finally maybe could be should be they're getting back there to winning ways, but again we have seen them playing very quiet, very in the last couple of days. So hopefully they rectify it very soon because this is their prime chance to get that winner chicken in. And look at the circle though, right smack in the middle of everyone, but there's only one team who's actually in that compound to take it home, and they will have a small compound. Look at the shot, we'll be able to connect Godless with a headshot onto a Balkan. Now they can push in if they want to. They're getting into the car and they're going to push it out. It's a siege coming in.
Spray's
MR in a lot of trouble here. They're stuck inside the hunt and they're getting sprayed upon, but somehow the spray comes back. Bragg gets dropped, Adele gets dropped in between that. They're pushing into the house and they will be able to take down MR. Marauders are out of here.
But Delay over here trying to get Spirit Party. He gets a couple of shots onto him, but he was saved and the smoke is coming into the play. So Delay over here with 3 parties. And I think Nova has the upper hand, as you said, because I was also betting on Nova play because they had the upper chance and they could surprise on WMG. And that's what they did. WMG taking a lot of fires from them, but I think Nova, if wants to, they can flank around, they can push it in. But we see WMG actually coming again from a side, but does get finished off by, I think, Delay.
Yeah, they're now firing on all cylinders. Nova Bandit brings a car into its compound to kind of add to the arsenal of what they can to defend with. But again, as you say, that way to champion is quite close. They're stuck inside the factory for now. They can't really move out. The 4 players from Nova are actually inside the houses, which is one of the compounds or the only compound right here in this very circle. So they are in a very safe spot. They have a vantage point towards throughout the map, and they can see everybody right now. But it looks like W2C's players are getting stepped by in the back by Delay's players coming in from the sides as well. As you can see, the minimap. They're coming in from the left side or the western side as Beagle Sony will be dropped as well.
Oh,
the
that grenade's gonna connect.
It will connect. Godless. Maybe should be Godless actually runs out of the way, but his rate HP will be finished off as well with Nova's Guanma.
And that was it for actually Watch My Gameplay. They ended up in 4th place. I will say that I'll take that offer. Ending up 4th place with a win chain. Again, back to our fight. WTZ was only 2 players left. Nova Esports 4-man strong. Way to champion also was 2-man. So everything is looking not too bad. Here comes the grenade. Will it connect on to Delay? Delay can't have another
champion
loss.
Though in a lot of trouble because Delay is coming in from behind. Guanma is actually in front of them. So because of it, there's kind of sandwich in between everybody. We do see a Delay player coming in from very far off towards the northwestern side. But this is very dangerous. You can see Nova has most of the players. They have 4 players strong. Delay has 3. Way to champion has 2. But slowly but surely they're going to try and fight this off. Delay coming in from the sides as well. Knows that what they are. Look at B trying to survive it. He does not have any healing items, so he's not a heal off, but he can't really stand up because Nova players can see him.
Yeah, so he is trying to buy his team a little bit support. And the circle actually ends up on his point. So a little bit, I'll say like he has a little bit.
Oh, but now he's been knocked though. That's a problem right now. Now the player has been knocked. He's knocked in the outside. He had a very prime position to get a couple of kills, but yeah, he drops him to try and save him. But this is very dangerous because the car might be exploded upon, but they're getting shot from underneath. They will be finished off. Yes, gets dropped very low as well. He should be going down very soon, but he's going to try to heal up. That leaves Delay with 2 players left. Way to champion with 2. Nova Esports with 4 strong. It looks like they're going to try and push W2C first. They're going in from the sides as well. Guanma rejoins BCR from the sides. It looks like Bandit got into the car to try and get himself into a circle or to try and get the loot. No, he's going to get into the circle. He jumps back out. This is very good from Nova Bandit. He knows that his positioning. He's putting himself in a prime position to win this fight. They're going to try and blow up the car to make it a bunker as it stands. They will be able to survive in the meantime. Delay actually shooting towards his friend. A little bit uncertain there. As Vortex gets taken out, Delay's Yuan Ling gets taken out. So 1-for-1 exchange here coming in. Delay gets knocked down. Snake's all alone, and he's trying to stand up, but he's being found by Guanma as well.
And right now, I think Guanma is gonna just finish Vortex here, and Snake is gonna be easily flanked if he chooses to fight with Kache. I think he has a better chance of fighting with Slay.
The spray down onto Snake though, he will be taken out. I think should be taking a lot of time there, but Nova again in prime position to win this. They have 4-man strong right now, pushing in very fast. They're going to try and lock the nade. Will be able to connect. Maybe should be. No, yeah, does not connect right now as Snake still heals up. He should be safe, but look at from the side. It's actually delayed with 2 players. Snake in the middle there with 1 player. The Molly comes flying out as well. Nova splits their offenses apart. 4 players strong, thin out throughout the map, and they are in prime position to win this because there's the only Snake in the waters because he's all alone here. Nova has everywhere covered. Snake's all inside the smoke. Nova should be able to win this. And this, as they spray down Snake, somehow it will not connect. It even blows up the car. Gonna throw out the molly as well. It's actually Snake trying to buy himself sometimes. He's still inside the smoke. They're gonna find him very soon. They know where he's at. And Nova will take it. Game number 4 in the hands of Nova Esports.
Right, congratulations for Nova Esports. Oh my god, look at those kills, man. That's like 18 kills in total. And Way to Champion with also 5 kills, followed by Delay with also a lot of kills. I will call like 8 kills. Followed by WatchMyGP with 4 kills, and MR with 1 kill, and S7 with 2 kills, and DDS with 6 kills. And let's take a look at the highlights.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching that game, especially because it's on Erangel, one of our favorite maps to watch as well. So a lot of these teams kind of had to hot dog in a few places, but they built very fast. As you said, sometimes you kind of have to bail out of the fight very early on, and because of the flight path, it wasn't the best flight path because of it. But at the end of it, they kind of just chose to not fight it off, to play it a little bit more passive, just try and get themselves a little bit more situation. That was the Mike Tyson punch out there. So a lot of action happening all around, but this is Justice big way back. I think they could have played it a little bit better than the situation, because they, I think, again, lacking in terms of gameplay, I think, for the side of Justice here.
Yeah.
This is the one where RS was like, okay, there's a play inside. How can he survive here? And this is him from behind. W2C clears him down, and they will be able to get the flank around him. This is a 3v1 situation. This was a shot coming in from Godless. The headshot coming in from Godless. Oh, that was dirty. That was really, really dirty there.
And actually, that was the headshot that earned them a little bit momentum to get the steal. And here we are snaking around, but he was able to let his teammate to end up in second place and winning those 4 extra points, right? Pretty good play from him, and I will call that was a great match we had there.
Yeah, that was a great match as well. At the end of it, look at Nova, right? They had the only compound there in the situation inside the circle. They played the compound perfectly. Of course, the circle was shifted a little bit, but after that, when they got outside, they knew that they can take the fight against Delay. And Delay was the one that was on the right side. They kind of had to pick each other up. That was the problem. I think Delay could have played it a little bit better by staying inside the compound, waited for Nova to push out and then take Nova down. But they played it outside because they wanted to get into the circle first. And because of it, they kind of put themselves in a very exposed position, and they were kind of open towards W2C as well. But although W2C was taken down first, but Delay, I think, put themselves in a very bad position there.
And I totally agree. Again, I want to mention, like, the takeaway actually for me was watch my gameplay. Watch my gameplay chooses the position very well. As we saw, they got to the compound pretty early on, but was attacked on Justice, and they won they won the fight only losing 1 member, right? That bought them a lot of time, and it was pretty good. But Nova, also we talked about it a little bit earlier. So what happens if you want to go to a good position, right? If there's someone in the position, either you're going to take the position or you're going to go to the second position right there. So that was a great gameplay and great actually call from Nova Esports, trying to capture that compound of Watch My Gameplay, and they do, and they surround themselves. And also one thing that Nova Esports just they teach me, I like learn every day when watching. They are always aware, and they always leave a plan P. They are always like, they don't commit too early, but when they commit full in. But as you see, they brought in the older vehicles.
Yeah.
So that gave them a lot of actually chances and a lot of options open, right?
Yeah.
So
I think speaking of vehicles as well, they kind of brought that at the end circle as well, because they had 4 cars at the back of the house.
Yeah.
Then they brought 2 inside the circle,
Yes.
and there was no way for Delay to shoot them. Exactly that, because Snake tried to spray them down as well, but
Yes.
they already exploded the car. So because of it, they had the bunker at the sides.
Yep. I think the thing about Delay tried to do, they got 1 man down, right? And they tried to go save them. But the thing is, they were shooting under the car, right? The thing that Delay didn't do, I think it's a little bit less experienced team, but what you can easily do is shoot the tires. As soon as you shot the tires, the car comes down, and that's automatic bunker for you. So
I'm not too sure, because the thing is they had to kind of go and save B. I think the second B was very low, so they want to try to save him. But this is the standings for match number 4. Nova Esports back to winning ways to 38 points, 18 kill points, just way above everybody else. with 20 placement points because they got the winner chicken dinner. And then Way to Champion follows suit with only 5 kills, but they got themselves 19 points sitting at number 2. DelayNoMore with number 3 at 18 points with WatchMyGP at 12 points. Dodgy with 11 points. Dodgy is back up there. 404 area. We see them playing a little bit more consistently now, placing in the top 8. So they are at top 10 points. S7 team, although they've been playing quite quietly, but we see them right now on the first page at 7th place. Marauders though, Marauders have been playing exceptionally well. For the standard, they've been playing well.
Yep, and here we have on the section, not a lot at actually, like everybody's getting 3 points and 2 points and 1 points. Ooh, so that means Nova actually steals all the kills actually for everyone. Getting 18 kills, that's a lot of kills. We got GoodBoys 3 points, Justice 3, JUPLAY 3 also, and ROYALE, RGStar, AsiaGaming, Nova Monster all got 2 points, and PUBGQAZ was 1 point.
Yeah, that's this RGStar though. Unfortunate for them. This is the wildcard overall standings for today. We have Nova Esports at number 1 with the winner chicken in 104 points, 148 kill points. Holy crap, that's really high. JUPLAY follows suit with 94 points, but they are in 2nd place. As you can see, there is another player or another team that has a little bit of a similar point towards the kill points. That is actually 404 errors. 47 kill points for them. They are sitting at number 3 with 85 total points. WatchMyGP follows suit with number 4 as well. 2 winner chicken dinners for them. AsiaGaming is at number 5. No Mercy at number 6. We have DelayNoMore at number 7, and Dark Dynasty follows suit at number 8.
And also, let's take a look at the next page. Rose Esports with 52 points, followed by only 1 point behind with Nova Monster Shields with 51, but Rose is not playing today, so that's gonna be a lot of difference between Nova Monster Shield and Rose Esports. Dodgy followed by 48 points. Royal Squad with a winner chicken dinner, ending up with 42 points. Unicorn gaining 36, followed also by S7 with 36, stepping a little bit but not enough. Nomad Gaming with 35 points, and SNG with 33.
Yes, and with 30, indeed, they have gone down a couple of steps. So we will be looking at the final page here. The people who are not safe, RGStar, is still up there, and they haven't moved the step. They haven't moved a spot anymore. They are actually the last in terms of the teams that are playing here today. So RGStar with 27 points, sitting at 17th place. Way to Champion at 18th place with 26. Ghost Esports with 25 points, sitting at number 19. Marauders at 24th. Or 24 points, sitting at number 20. Justice is there as well, along with GoodBoys, PUBGQAZ, and CQT teams staying at the bottom 4. So things are not looking too great for a lot of these teams. Exactly that, I think RGStar is the story right there in the last page, that they need something. They need to rectify things very soon.
Yes, and also that was it for our scoring. But the thing I want to mention was, like we always were saying, right? Playing consistently, right?
Yeah.
We didn't see a lot of plays coming in from Nova, right? They were not playing that well.
They were kind of quiet.
They were kind of quiet, but the thing is, while they are quiet, they were always trying to get this point. Before this match, they were able to secure 21 kills and 25 placement points, right?
Yeah.
So after that, they also were playing pretty consistently. So they got all these little points, like 10 points, 11 points, 12 points, and added up little by little. And they, like as I said, only thing you need to do is maybe end up with a winner chicken dinner, and you can easily catch up to that top leaderboard, which is we're saying today. But again, this is the 2nd day of Nova Esports, right?
Yeah.
So they were not a lot of ahead of other teams, but still 100 points. They are going to qualify to the final match, the finals, right?
Yeah, exactly that. Because we have seen how the group stages unfolded before in the last week. If you are above 90, you are pretty much safe here. But as it stands, the only team that is looking scary right now for them is RGStar. The rest of them are looking pretty good from Group E and Group G as well. So things are looking bright and sunny for a lot of these teams. I think again, RGStar has to step up in the last game of the semifinals, because if not, they will be going home empty-handed, and they were one of the favorites as well. So things are not looking too good for them, AJ.
And also another thing we want to mention is Nova Esports and actually 4-4, they are just 1 kill difference. I think Noah got 48 kills and Esports, no,
47, yeah.
40, and 4-4 that got 47. That was like 1 point difference. But the thing is placement points, right?
Yeah.
We always see like we know like I think John Wick got 9 kills and in a match. Like we see those big numbers, right? But the thing is that you don't see them actually. You don't see that on Noah, but they are always playing it consistently, right? As soon as they got a winner chicken dinner and like a good match, right? A good round, they are back there and they are on the top. So yeah, playing consistently is the key.
Consistently is the key, as AJ said. You only need one winning chicken to rise above the rest, and that's exactly what Nova Esports did. So hopefully you guys will be joining us tomorrow for the Wildcard Semifinals Day 3. We will be going off right now. So long and good night. We'll be seeing you tomorrow.